3, 2, 1. Woo, baby. Welcome to the Save Point Podcast episode. What is it, Jacob?
It's 86.
God, yeah. Woo! Shout out to INITAL D, everyone. Let's go. Woo! Yeah. We're back. As you might see, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the frick? This is so crazy. We've got five man this week. Yeah. And we're about to fuck a bag of lollies, which we already have. Thank you, Brock, for the shit lollies from Woolies. So we're here. We've got the lovely Zach. We've got the lovely Jacob. They've been on before. And we're here to talk about the first thing, the allegations.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, one. Yeah, the allegations. So last week was episode 85. That's the number that comes before 86. And Ben and I, we might have said some things about Brock. We might have been despicable. We might have been mean. We might have been cool.
Might have been truthful.
At no point being truthful. At no point at all.
So, no, we got a few comments saying, yo, you were so mean to Brock. Just heads up, everyone. You're fucking right. No, we mean to Brock, and we got a few comments saying, yo, it was hard to watch with Brock. We got it on all the different socials, and we're going to make a change. Brock will no longer be on the podcast. This is his last episode.
You guys get to vote. Jacob or Zach is now permanent.
Yeah, which one? That's Brock after he...
the gout gets him.
After the gout finally gets to him. No, but... Just a real
no change at all. Just straight into the.
A real heads up. Brock does watch all the shit before it goes out. He's the one who goes through and double checks everything. So if he doesn't like anything, he lets us know.
Yeah,
and that is noted.
And I'll also point out
doesn't get removed.
Yeah. It still sounds so weird. I don't know why it sounds off to me, but anyway, we'll fix that.
You'll
later.
be fine.
Yeah, I do watch all of it back. It's fine. We're all friends. Yes, some of it gets under my skin, but guess what? It's affecting me. Not
Thick
you,
skin.
the viewer. Sorry if it made you feel uncomfortable. I have to listen to it in person, so... No. Anyway, they've said far worse to me off camera, so...
True.
That just sounds like a battered housewife. It's
Yeah,
okay, guys.
yeah. It's okay, please. Oh, I'm not getting hurt.
It's okay. They'll love me next time.
Yeah.
Maybe by episode 186.
Yeah. God, yeah. But episode 86, we thought we'd get 5-man action this week. And we've got plenty of things to talk about. And the first thing is the CCMA. Let me get up what this oh my God. I'm dying already.
I remember what it stands for.
Accurate.
Yeah, but you also can't say anonymous, so...
That is true.
Yeah, so Brock, he kept going on about this before the episode, and I don't know why. He just kept fucking going on about this. He kept going on about the cuck chair milking apparatus.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So what's the cuck chair milking apparatus that you keep going on about?
It was just a joke that came from like a question that Ben's the only one that hasn't been asked the question yet.
Okay.
So we might ask him
The question,
later
is
on.
this sort of like the Secret? Remember that book, The Secret?
Oh,
and it was
I remember the book, but
the
I
universe. You just manifest it and it all happened. My dad was obsessed with that. He fucking sucker.
It's like barefoot investors, like every male over 40s, right?
Yep. Bro, it's just modern day fucking snake oil.
Yeah, true.
Legitimately.
No, it was a joke I made after a question that Jacob actually asked me. What was it?
We'll not be
Friday?
repeating that question.
Yeah, well, we just
we'll be
we
repeating
just
it.
deflecting.
No, it was a good question.
We need to know Ben's answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we should get Ben's answer.
I'll ask him the question if Jacob doesn't want to.
It's Jacob's question.
It is Jacob's question.
it
Jacob
all
is the
comes
bearer
back
of the
to me.
question.
This is
Yeah, you're getting shit on.
Yeah. Ben, which one would you prefer, femboys or fooders?
I feel like this is a trick question.
How was it a trick question?
I think it's a straightforward one.
I feel like the safe bet's femboys, but I feel like I should pick the other answer.
Do you not know what a fooder is?
No.
Oh.
That was really loud.
Well,
Very loud.
we could show him, but we won't be able to show the viewers.
Shout out to, I don't know.
Anyway, this led to Brock wanting to cuck watch a femboy fuck a fooder other way around.
Other way around, thank you.
While getting milked.
What the fuck? Let's play it again.
No, that was my answer. Was I'd just choose both.
Okay, getting off that's very weird thing from you, Brock. My quick little reference then where I said let's do it again. Have you guys seen? So you know the album? Oh, shut up, Power and Battery. The album. Was it? What's the Jay-Z Kanye album? Something the Throne.
This is.
Oh my God.
Let's have a look.
Jay-Z Kanye album. Watch the Throne. So there is a song from that album that everyone loves. Yeah. N-Words in Paris. So when that album was going around, well, when they're doing that tour for it, they played in Paris. One of my favorite videos of all time is N-Words
Okay, good. I was hoping.
in Paris Encore. Let's see if it comes up. So they played N-Words in Paris 11 times in a row. This is one of my favorite things. I really want to watch it, but I feel like
Can you see there's a clean version of the 40-minute?
no, but it's not that. It's we're going to get demonetized.
Yeah, fair.
Frick
DMCA'd.
it. Frick it. Look.
We're playing with fire here.
We're not getting paid for it.
If we play this too long, we definitely won't be.
Yeah. Oh my God. Come on, hurry up. I hope we don't get demonetized for these little bits. But my favorite part in this video, actually, let's see if it's in there. There's a guy in the comments who's tagged every single time they played the song. But my favorite bit in this video, I'm not going to... moment of silence for the men who filmed this 40-minute concert instead of experienced it. You took one for millions of us on YouTube. Cheers. The best part of this video is nearly every single time they play the song, they just go, let's do it again. They just keep going. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I have definitely sat down and watched this entire video before. This song is kind of goated.
Is it goated after 11 times in a row?
It would be.
Yeah.
And this guy who's recording every single time they're playing, it's like it's the first time he starts going, oh, oh! So poor motherfuckers want to find me. That was just unrelated. I just wanted to get off Brock talking about fucking Futanari.
There'll be allegations
yeah.
next episode,
Yeah.
but it won't be the
there
ones you
definitely will
like.
be.
They're not
We also-
allegations, they're true.
Yeah, like,
We also
I don't
now
know what
know
this is.
how. What on earth is this?
Yo.
we're on YouTube. I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
We
this
just-
is this is
What the fuck?
thrilling content for the
What the
viewers.
fuck is
Is this the guy?
This is derailed so hard, and I'm here for it, low key.
Oi. What the fuck? John Peck. So,
Is this the guy we watched last week?
No,
The guy reading the Bible verses?
No, that's the dead guy.
yeah. Oh, yeah, he did die.
R.I.P.
This is for the audio listeners. As soon as we went back to the YouTube homepage, here is just a old white guy, holding some like shamisen looking instrument, and he's in like traditional Chinese outfit with a Chinese flag behind him. He looks like he's playing Guitar Hero, bro. He's trying to get those chords. Okay, we'll get off this. This is very derailed. What
Views
the
does that video
fuck?
have?
Oh, we've got to go on a
It's just
YouTube
the-
deep dive after this.
I was gonna say the fucking rabbit hole is growing.
Yeah,
We
I
should
don't,
just
I don't
do a
think you're getting
reaction
home on
video.
time, Jacob.
Podcast.
Guess the Kanye song, 7 seconds. Can LeBron save France? Oh, we need to get off this homepage. Non-logged
Get out
in
of
YouTube is
YouTube.
dangerous. Yeah, so we'll get off of our cool little topics there. Let's jump onto something that really kind of do be gaming. So recent gaming news. It looks like, I don't know if there's an update to this, but PlayStation has enacted DRM on their digital games. So it looks like if you've bought a game on the PlayStation network, from now on, it needs to ping back to the server once every 30 days or else the content doesn't work. I'm getting some disapproving nods. What's the update or what's the real story?
So apparently, from what I've heard, is that it's only in the first 30 days. It's not a constant check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's only within the first 30 days, if I'm correct, that it's
You
still
are
needs to
indeed
ping.
correct,
But
man.
I did hear that it is that if for some whatever odd reason you don't check in, I don't think you'll lose it, like you lose the game or anything, but it will just scream at you and it will be like a dead game until you connect to an online service.
Oh.
Yeah, there has been, I think, a further update off that because I think a couple of people did a deep dive, and then I believe Sony might have actually officially commented on it. It's all to do with like when you purchase the game, they give you a temporary, essentially a rental license for it.
Yep.
Until it can ping back and authenticate all of that, at which point they switch the license out with a permanent one. It happens within the first 14 days of you purchasing that game. So within that 14 days, at some point of you starting that game up, you must be connected to the online servers for it to do that authentication. After that time, you can play that game whether or not you're connected to an active network.
Yeah, that's what I just had there. Jacob was right as well. It's like the 14 days, that first window. Then after 30 days, it's fine.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, still sucks, but...
It's annoying, but I mean, it's better than like it pinging it every single time you boot the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more Steam games that are doing that now, which...
See, if you've started up Steam, you've got the computer connected to a network anyway. I know you can boot it in offline mode. I don't need people tearing me apart online saying, hey, you can start it offline. Steam is built to be an online marketplace for games. It's built to be constantly online. It just happens to have an offline mode. I was going to say it's better than Nintendo. Every single time you connect to a new network, it has to seemingly go through and check and
Nintendo sucks for that
making
shit.
sure you can play this thing. Every single time I boot their virtual console, it pops up now, just like checking your authentication for this. Like, fuck off.
Is that what happened when you were playing Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the Game Boy Color on your phone?
Yes, it was checking to make sure that I legitimately own it, which I do. I just
Before we started recording, Brock, very legally was playing Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the original Game Boy Color on his phone. I'm not saying it's a shit game. It just very much looked like it what fucking was. And also, why, if you're here, if you got some little bit of time to spare and you want to emulate on your phone, are you really jumping onto fucking Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the Game Boy Color?
that's just what I'm up to. It was one of the last games made for the Game Boy Color.
That's what I'm up to. And he complains about he doesn't have time to play new games.
Yeah.
No,
Are you playing
playing it.
through every single game?
No, it's just what in games that I own physically, I'm running through and replaying a lot of them. Just when I have some downtime.
Oh, so did you own it when you were a kid?
I still own it now. It's at home in a box.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I was going to say, to semi-loop it back, I've seen some people complain about the DRM and be like, oh, but, you know, I bought the game, I should own it, which I kind of get. But then I've seen some people stretch it to the hyper extreme of like, oh, but when I die, like, does that mean my kids not get my games or anything? And I'm like, why would your kids be interested in what games you'd play, if that makes sense? Like, that feels like such a weird extreme to carry.
I know what you mean. It would be, honestly, it would be nice to just keep what you own or you bought, but at the same time using the argument of, I'm going to pass down my digital games to my children. Like, come on.
I mean, I have a box of physical games that I own. I've got massive boxes of physical. I'm not, if I had kids, I'm not holding them away like, oh, these are going to be precious keepsakes I can hand down to my kids. No.
Yeah.
Like, it's retro games, their value of it is massively inflated. I love retro games. I still not looking at buying with the prices online at the moment. It's not something I'm looking at for the future and going, oh, this is a big investment that I can hand down as an inheritance or something.
Yeah,
That's the sort of stuff you look at like as a house or a car or just a property.
Bro, you ain't buying a house anytime soon. No one's buying a house.
The 5 of us couldn't buy a house.
Yeah, if we combined our powers. Actually, if I sold some of these cameras, I might have a percentage of a deposit.
Yeah, how much gear have we got on
All
us
right,
today,
yeah, actually,
Tom?
I do need to do a little like video thing after it. We have this is our first episode where we've got 5 cameras. The cheapest camera here is $3,500.
Damn.
That's a big flex for us. No, it's just that we're idiots and we spend money. One of them is Ben's.
One is mine, yeah.
So wave real quick, Zach, and say something.
Hello.
That is Ben's camera. But Jacob's camera is also mine, and it's the same type of camera.
Hey.
All we need now is a wide.
Yeah. How do you like it so far? Sony will announce a new cinema camera this year, and I'm going to be a sucker. I'm probably going to buy it. So there's our wide. Me bomber.
Me bomber.
Me bomber clat. Yeah, me bomber.
Bomba?
I was lucky that was ready to go. One thing we wanted to talk about, Jacob brought to my attention the other day. He was doing some hardcore gaming, and he was playing Steal a Brain Rot or some shit, and realized in Roblox that there is now IRL advertising.
Yeah, so I was playing Greenville, which is some like softcore like GTA, like LARP dealio.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Crime City.
Yeah, no, literally like that, right? And I'm like driving through and I noticed that there are billboards playing, what is it, Detective Sheep or whatever it is going right now, like the movie, and full adverts. And I was like full audio, you can choose to like skip, you can see like the player and everything. And I was like, what the hell? Like that's really bizarre. And then I talked to Pip about it because I thought she would know. And apparently, like, obviously, like games, you can advertise other Roblox games and they can be like, you pay Robux for that. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
But yeah, no, people, like companies are now full paying money where you can advertise
In
like,
game.
Yeah, in game.
In the custom games, which reminds me, I said when Jacob told me this, reminded me of Second Life.
Oh, okay. I thought you
back-
were going to mention a different one.
No,
'cause
back
I
in
got
the
one
day
that it reminds me
with
of.
Second Life, a lot of these companies used to buy property and run advertisements in games. Like I think, I could be completely wrong. I think like Pepsi bought like a fuck ton of
That
land
sounds
or
like
something.
Pepsi,
no,
yeah.
I vaguely remember that.
Digital land. Yeah. I wonder if that's appreciated.
Maybe.
Does anyone even play Second Life anymore?
Is it still around?
It's still around.
Yeah,
It's still
surely
getting
it is.
updates.
I know there's people
God.
who really did treat it as a Second
I was
Life.
going to say
Yeah.
there are people that like their actual IRL job is to be on Second Life and sell properties and
Yes,
stuff like that.
I saw like a documentary of a lady in America doing that once.
Yeah.
This is years ago though, so she's probably onto Roblox now or something.
It's true. Apparently,
still-
that's where the market's at.
Maple Story or something.
Fucking hell.
On the advertising thing, I still remember back, I think it was 2016, might have been a little bit later. Didn't Call of Duty get in hot water because like they were planning to introduce in-game adverts for outside products? It was
heaps of
it was-
games have done that. Shout out one of the best games of all time to do that. Let me get it.
FIFA does it all the time.
Metal Gear Solid 3, literally, you have Calorie Mate, which is a thing in Japan. They're in Peace Walker. There's Doritos and Mountain Dew. There's heaps of stuff. There's an iPod in MGS4, and it's like
Monster
rights
and
reserved.
Death Stranding, isn't it?
Yeah, Monster and Death Stranding, bottoms up,
No.
and the devil
But I
laughs.
mean, this
Have you guys
was-
seen that video?
I mean, like, I don't know if it was Call of Duty or some other first-person shooter. They had plans to introduce like paid advertising that would change over time, and it was catered to whatever that particular player had. Like they had information on, basically saying like, here's what their interests are.
I mean, it would
Basically,
make
the way
sense,
that
but
YouTube and everything does now, where it's all catered to your specific algorithm.
I do not want to get Guna Gacha game ads in my other games. That is for Instagram only.
You do not want Guna Gacha games advertising to you in
period,
your Guna Gacha
just
game.
at all.
Well, I mean, like at least in the Roblox sense, it was less, evasive or like in your face as opposed to like when you're playing a mobile game and then it stops what you're ever doing to be like
Total War Survivor.
Yeah. So
I did try that game out. It sucks.
No, they all do.
Yeah, I know, but like it looked cool-ish.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah.
It's the problem.
Yeah, we still got to have a mobile games episode.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say fun little fact actually, because I don't know if you actually wanted me to do like a car fact or whatever, but the very early season of like Initial D, because of the episode, they couldn't get the licensing for all the cars. So if you actually looked really closely, it wasn't like the A86 Torino, it was like the Torreno, or instead of
They chucked a GTA.
yeah, or instead of Nismo, it's Nisno and things like that.
That's clever though, because I mean, you can tell by what the body is that you don't have to worry about the brand.
Yeah.
Makes it a little iconic though.
What was it with like Need for Speed, because they couldn't get the rights for Porsche, so it was like that other
Yeah,
brand.
there was some weird. They named it something, but I was thinking about playing Need for Speed again the other day.
Gotcha.
Some song came on. I was like, I want to play Most Wanted.
Good game. Best one. Easily.
Back to Roblox. They've changed their terms of services in the US. You now have to agree to, I mean, whether it's actually legally binding or not, I'm not sure, because I'm not a lawyer. You have to, if you play in the US, you have to accept a new license, I suppose you call it, where you waive your right to sue them in court if there's anything that goes wrong. I don't see how it's legally
I
binding.
don't think that is legally binding.
No.
No.
You give up the right to join class action lawsuits. You have 30 days from signing up to opt out of this by mailing a physical letter to them.
Yo, we're back. Brock, fucking hell, we've got to apologize for more shit if I don't cut this, but luckily I did. We're back in the episode. Some of the cameras are doing some crazy things. What rhymes with fucking Lizard's playing Slay the Spire 2, idiot. Shout out Lizard, you keep playing fucking Slay the Spire 2. I know when you do it, bitch.
It's pretty good.
It is very good. It's very good. But back into that convo. So
Roblox forcing people to give up, or trying to force people to give up their legal rights, at least for users in the US.
that sounds right. That's very much one of them.
Honestly,
I don't think it'd work anyway because half the player base is children.
yes, and that's what a lot of people are pointing out, is that you cannot force them to give up their rights because they can't agree to any of it. They're not of any age where they can agree to that.
And if they're 18 old playing Roblox, it's a different story.
Have you seen that? Like, so there's obviously like the underage laws and like online with social media that came into here in Australia and then has been going to a lot of other countries and expanding. Have you seen that? It seems like it's expanding a lot into a lot of things now. Like, what was it? I don't think it was a PlayStation, or there was some gaming platform. If you didn't accept to be 18, you couldn't play games.
I remember seeing more about it on Twitter. But
I just
don't
keep seeing
remember
more.
reading into
Yeah,
it.
I just more and more of this. I think it's going to be the norm in the next 10 years that you need to have complete or basically age verification and confirm who you are to be able to play anything, which is kind of scary.
I was going to say, I've heard some conspiracy theorists be like, oh, it's all a push. Like a lot of big corporations are pushing for it so that that's a way like big entities and stuff can take
Harvest your data and
data and
everything,
information.
yeah.
Which I mean, there's a possibility of that, but
They're already doing that.
yeah, I
There's
was going to say if they
there's
really
no-
want my data, they probably already have it.
It's
Let's
not
be
a
real.
possibility. It's a certain fact.
Yeah.
I did see someone complaining about a supposedly not scam, but like a trolley thing that's going through Discord at the moment. They got their account banned because someone messaged them, just a random person out of the blue messaged them, oh, hey, how many eggs are in a dozen? And they answered back 12. And apparently that was enough for the Discord automated bots to
to
go,
be like,
you
yeah.
are 12, therefore we ban you. And they can't appeal it, apparently. How true that is, I don't know, but
That's sort of like when the Xbox One first came out. And there was all those videos online.
Xbox.
People it was like playing COD, and it was like, Xbox, turn off. And it's like, what? That's your name. It's like, no, don't turn off, don't turn off. Because you had to have the fucking Kinect always plugged in.
yes, yeah.
I remember with what do you call it, War Thunder? Freaking China had their own server, and then they were like, oh, we don't want to shill out for it anymore. So Chinese players joined Oceania, and we did the Tiananmen Square copy pasta if we saw there was like Chinese names and just booted.
So it's very much like the gaming racist. Gaming racial with we've talked about this before with RuneScape with all the Venezuelans.
Oh yeah.
Where all the people on did you know about this? So because Venezuela's economy fucked, it made more sense for a lot of people to go onto RuneScape and grind for gold and sell it than a normal job. So there was a ton of people from Venezuela going around, and I think it was killing like these certain dragon or something like that.
Yeah, there's something about it.
And everyone's getting pissed because these lobbies are getting full of these people just spamming, like grinding these dragons all the time. So all the people, because it's a PvP area, I think would just all go in and start killing these Venezuelan people. And the fucked up thing is, it's not that just of playing the game and they're being annoying. They're trying to make a livelihood. They're trying to survive.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, their economy is fucked.
I was gonna say, people saying like Korea's the gaming capital. Nah, I think
Venezuela. More gamers per capita.
Jimmy was getting very, very heated when that first all started going down.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to go mining, and he couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it. Well, speaking of mining, Brock miners.
Roblox.
Talk about mining.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be nicer to Brock this week. We're not
about
gonna
to
say
talk about
anything that's
Minecraft, but
absolutely
alright.
false.
We was about to talk about Minecraft, but I guess
He
not.
just connected Roblox to
Yeah,
miners.
connected.
It's obvious.
Connected, like the Connect.
They yearn for it.
They yearn for it. Remember the Connect?
Yeah.
Remember loot crates?
Oh god.
God, yeah.
I just remember the other day. I just had a flashback of like I went to look for like nerds or something on Amazon, like the lolly, like that shit that Wonka had.
Yeah.
And I went through and one of those like Japanese candy lolly sweet boxes came up and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you can buy that on Amazon. I was like, I haven't seen one of those boxes, like a Loot Crate style box in yonks. But how fucking saturated was the market of those things between like 2011 to like 2015, 16?
You
How
talking about
many-
those like branded ones, but like, oh, this is the Teen Wolf loot box, and it's
Yeah.
just random shit in it.
Yeah,
Like the Geekology box or something like that.
How many of you were actually getting the Loot Crate ones?
I never got it. I think I won off Loot Crate given to me, and I got given a Japanese snack one. With that one was
I
cool.
had it for maybe a year and a half.
course
I
you
had
did.
them because I got it because that shirt I've worn on here once with like link with all the words from like different items from Legend of Zelda is from that first Loot Crate. And I really liked it up until the point where, it got so saturated that they started bringing out multiple different ones. And the quality of the stuff you're getting, and it was just like, I could go on Amazon and buy this for half the price.
Oh yeah.
The closest
it's-
I got to anything like that was a themed show bag at the Easter show.
Oh, Birdie Beetle bag.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
get me a Birdie Beetle bag. What, $2? And I had a fuck ton of them beetles in it.
Yeah, that Wonka bag was good because it was full of nerds and like the ropes and everything.
Wonka,
like.
that motherfucker that had the nerds and shit.
Yeah, that Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong guy.
Yeah. But one of the things I remember with Loot Crate back in the day, besides the fact that every single fucking YouTube channel had use this code to get like the first
7% off.
or first month free or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know if you guys remember they had a I don't know how big this was, but they had a fucking bit of a PR disaster when they brought out one of the crates and it had a oven glove in it that was the shape of the Infinity Gauntlet, or it was an Infinity Gauntlet. It ended up being extremely flammable.
What?
So you'd put it into the oven and it would just catch on fire.
That's
It's
inevitable.
inevitable.
I was gonna say that's dumb.
They do be dumb. But
I mean, that's a very big oversight to make it. Just like, hey, let's just make this.
They
Well, it's
would've
because they started running out of ideas, and they had that many different themed crates that they were just like, we need stuff to put in these. Because originally when they came out, they're like $25, and you just get the crate, which was like a box of about. I mean, you'd usually get a shirt from whatever themed month it is. You might get some candy. You'd get a couple of little knickknacks and stuff for like little fidget toys and whatnot. And it was a decent value for what you were getting. It was a lot of pop culture merch stuff.
it was just bullshit they couldn't get rid of. It was the shit that Zing's full of now.
Yes,
I was
it
gonna say,
really
'cause
is.
I
Yeah.
think at the tail end of that, didn't like EB Games or Zing start like
They
making,
started
like,
their own one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I knew
A
of it.
scam box.
I knew a couple of people, like a couple of friends that I knew personally, that were like, "Oh no, we're going to do one. We're going to have our own thing." Lasted
one's-
maybe 8 months,
no
and
one's
it just
gonna do that.
the overheads were. You have to order that much stuff to make it viable, but you don't have the people subscribe to it. What
That
are you doing?
market is
Yeah.
over. I
Let's do a
hate.
save point loot crate.
What's it gonna be?
Just cut off Brock's hair each week.
Beat pics.
Just
I think the
shit in a
Vsauce one
box.
is kind of cool.
Oh, the Curiosity
Yeah,
box.
that one's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it had like weird shit in it. I do.
It has a bunch of weird science shit in it.
Yeah,
Doesn't Mark Rober have one of those as
he
well?
does. But I think I've seen the Mark Rober one, and it's a cool idea. But I think it's one of those things where it's like at least from what I've seen people review it before, because I saw someone rip into it. It's like, this is cool for like 2 hours on an afternoon once a month, but is it worth like whatever the price of it is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do like Mark
That was the
Rober,
other thing
though.
I was saying. Start at 25. By the time I was like, "Fuck this, it's not worth it," it was like $40.
$40 for a fucking bunch of shit you're gonna throw out.
Yep.
Which, fair, but I've also seen you buy like $30 worth of Sonic pins at work. So, like,
At no point have I bought $30 worth of Sonic pins.
It was $40. Thank you very much.
I
inflation.
spent $10 and got 4 pins,
That's 4 too many.
That's far too many.
and only 2 of them were Sonic pins.
I like how that just cuts out before it says clap properly.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Not for entertainment value.
I'll tell you then.
Bumba.
Me bomba.
Me bomba. So I saw a thing the other day. Now this is freaking cool. Someone has figured out how to put the original Xbox dashboard as a launcher on your computer. So essentially, I saw this video where they've reverse engineered or something. It's the original code where you can now launch the original Xbox interface. You're the fucking cool in the green factory or whatever it is.
Gel stuff.
Yeah. And you can launch all your games from it. It will go through your Steam library, all that stuff. It's very basic, but I saw a video of that and I just thought that was cool.
No, that's pretty fucking cool.
Is there any
this
photos
thing-
of it? Because I'll have a look at it.
There's a video of it.
Is this the thing? I'm pretty sure I saw something similar. They're planning to push this out to
No, different
all
thing.
the ROG allies
No,
coming
different
up
thing.
soon.
We'll talk about that in a second. That's a separate thing. We got to.
What if you get like a PS2 memory card intro for like an emulator machine?
God, yeah.
Okay, I mean, this is on Nintendo Switch. Oh, it's by General Kid. He used to do Halo shit.
God, that looks so cool.
Fuck, we'll do this. This is General Kid. Shout out to General Kid. He used to do a lot of Halo, like,
Hey guys, it's
fucking
Justin
behind the
here.
scenes
How's everyone
shit.
doing today? So, for today's video, I've got something really cool to show you all. Recently, Team UIX has managed to not only reverse engineer, but also re-implement the original Xbox dashboard as a native PC app called Theseus. Yes, that means you can now download the original Xbox dashboard as an app that you can run on your PC and basically use as a launcher, not unlike Steam's Big Picture mode.
Very
So
cool.
he's
idea.
doing it
Xbox
on.
dashboard on my jailbroken Nintendo Switch. Since my Switch is
Oh,
running
that
Ubuntu
brings back
Linux,
memories.
Yep.
theoretically it should
That
run
original
just like any
dashboard
other
is
app
fucking
on
hectic.
my
I never had an
Nintendo
original
Switch
Xbox,
just for this.
but this shit is like just
However,
straight nostalgia.
That
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like that
build available
going through the
on
fucking.
smartphones and tablets, which means
This is very
that
cool.
the build available out
Matrix
there for
vibes.
the Xbox dashboard.
So going off this, I mean, you get the general idea. In the, I think it's the latest beta of Windows or something. It's like you got to check, like, I'll do like the early access builds of Windows or whatever.
Microsoft Insider or
Yeah, whatever it
yeah.
is. Microsoft has implemented a, I forget the name of it. It is basically just, I was talking to you about it. It's, you can turn it into, they've got their own, like, basically like Steam Big Picture mode, control Windows with a controller on your computer essentially, but it will have all your games, different libraries, different launchers, and you can all launch it from there. It's the same idea as what they're doing on the ROG, but you can now do it on your PC. I don't think I'm ever going to use it.
No.
I don't, but it's really cool that they're integrating it and it's something that looks polished.
I was
Yeah,
going to
'cause
say, I
I'm-
would enjoy using it.
Because I would enjoy using it too. It looks really nice.
Hmm.
But yeah, like just on the ROG, because I was going to talk to you about this on this episode, just because you. When was the last time you used your ROG?
It's been quite a while.
Yeah, because
Mine's been having hissy fits though
and you've
for a
got the
while.
original one, don't you?
No, I
Not-
got the
not-
LAX.
Yeah, but it's not the Xbox.
No,
ROG
I didn't get the
Ally.
Xbox
No.
one, no.
Because yeah, that was something I saw just today. Was that they've brought out, or they're planning to bring out a big update for it, focusing on performance and general usability. That's going to, the big thing that they were talking about was this centralized launcher, which probably
Yeah,
is
well, this
not
is-
going to end up not unlike what we just saw.
Let's just look at this quick video going
Windows
over
has
it.
got a major upgrade thanks to the Xbox. So this is Xbox mode, which is currently rolling out to all Windows 11 PCs. It was originally designed for the Xbox Ally.
Yeah, for the
What you're
Ally
getting
app.
Here is a controller-friendly interface. Not only saves some resources, but importantly, you don't actually have to have a mouse and keyboard to use it. So I'm on the Ally X right now, and as soon as you pair an Xbox controller with it, you're able to fully navigate the interface. You can change
Like,
all your
it's
settings. You can also
pretty
easily
clean.
multitask, so I go
Yeah.
through, like, my Steam
It looks
or your
responsive,
operating
but
Yeah.
it's
and it all works surprisingly well. Now, when the Xbox Ally first launched, I had reservations. It was buggy, it was rough.
It reminds me a bit of
This is the
Armory
concept
Crate
of the next
on
generation
the
Xbox.
ROG Ally, which
Yeah.
was
Becoming one single
pretty
thing.
buggy.
And the fact that the Xbox mode works pretty well with the controller, it works not only on the Ally, but with
Do you
your
think they're
existing
trying to
Windows
get this up and
PC.
running
All
now,
of
so
this
when they
gives me a
release the new
lot of
console
confidence
that's like
that whatever the next generation
console
Xbox
PC,
is,
that it's going to have an integrated
actually be good.
I wouldn't be
interface?
surprised.
But I'm starting to see
Because then if every Xbox sort of like console or like, I don't know, way to play games is unified.
Oh, it
And
makes
it's
it
just
a
seamless
lot
between all of it.
easier.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's a really cool idea.
Yeah, definitely.
It's nice to see Xbox going in this route and making it a lot easier for, I mean, like, Xbox is Microsoft, and I still can't believe how much they almost disregard PC. They support it, but also don't make it easy to play a lot of their
Stuff
shit
on
on
PC.
there.
yeah.
I remember playing the original, like, well, not the original, but like when they started rebooting Gears of War,
Yeah.
and it was sucked, like playing Steam games with friends and then having to switch to like, you know, the weird
yep.
Microsoft Xbox. It
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, like, it was even worse back in the day for games for Windows Live.
Oh, don't start.
Oh, so that was
Vista sucked balls.
yeah. So I my first experience with games for Windows Live was Halo 2. I had Halo 2 on Vista, which came out the same year as Halo 3. So that shows how many people were playing that fucking thing, like no one.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrible, and you
Yep.
needed Xbox Live for it when you got to a point.
Games for Windows Live, the first thing I had issues with was, I think, Fallout 3, or it might have been
It was
New Vegas.
also Fallout 3. had
Fallout
it.
3, yeah. Because I had a couple of games that had to be logged into no matter what launcher you bought on, whether Steam or, I mean, there wasn't really any other ones really at that point. But whether you bought them through Steam or if you'd bought the disc for it or whatever else, you had to then also log it into Games for Windows Live in order to authenticate most DLC for it. Fable 3 had to do it. Fallout 3 had to do it.
I feel like GTA 4 originally had to do it, and then
Possibly.
and then it went to the Rockstar launcher later. I could be
Halo
wrong.
2 had to do it for sure. That was awful. And I had another game that I can't remember the name of, which was like similar to what Helldivers is now, but it was all first person. Also had to do it, and it sucked.
This is a tangent. Have you guys ever owned a recalled game? Or had anything like that? Or a game that shot up in price, for example? Because I let someone borrow it in primary school and I'm fucking pissed. I had Halo 2 for Vista, like I said. That game got recalled because it was originally MA. They had to recall it and make it R. Because if you go into some of the settings, if you do like the back end system and like start modding and whatever, there is an error called an arse error. And what one of the developers did is when they had that arse error came up, I should think this was in the original Xbox version as well, it would display a photo of a guy's ass. So now it was considered that the game had nudity in it and they had to recall it, or they just changed the rating to R, at least in Australia and overseas and things like that. I had that copy. I don't know if it was worth anything, but it was cool to have that idea.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I know who I gave it to. I'm not going to talk.
I didn't have this as a physical copy because there was no way to get a physical copy in Australia. I had a digital copy of Risen, which had got recalled in Australia because it had weed in it, just titled as weed. And then it eventually got resold in, I think they changed it to like smoke weed or something, like it was, or pipe weed or something. They changed it to just, it couldn't be called weed.
That's like how in Fallout
Originally, all the drugs, yeah.
Yeah, in Fallout, I think it was mostly for Fallout 3 because stim packs weren't in 1 and 2. It was called just morphine, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember. It was either Fallout 1 or Fallout 3. They had to change the name of morphine to stim packs because it wasn't going to be let in Australia.
see,
That's what I've heard.
I
at
heard
least.
differently. It wasn't Stimpaks because I have a feeling
We
they were
had an
always called
argument about
Stimpaks.
this on episode like 50.
It was
Stimpaks or Med-X?
Psycho and Med-X got changed because they were originally, I think, called Speed and Morphine. Yeah,
I will
and then
fact check
they
this for the
changed
second
it.
Yeah. Ben, have a quick little fact check and do some crazy shit.
I was going to say the only game I remember having that was like recalled, but it was like there was nothing I could do about it, was Hatred, if you remember that
Oh,
one.
fucking Hatred. Yeah. That was just being edgy, the game.
Yup.
Do you remember that game?
I do.
Is
Yeah.
that just the one where you you just killed everyone? It
Yeah.
was like the black and white one.
It was
Yes.
No, it wasn't black and white. It was low color, but it wasn't full black and
Oh,
white.
sorry, black, white, and red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was
pretty much.
just kill as many people you could before you offed yourself.
Yeah, you were edgy long man in a trench coat saying about how like I hate the world.
Yeah.
Like it was.
The world is shit.
Yeah,
I
and then you
am
walk
shit
outside
or
your house
some
and
shit.
start shooting people.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Med-X was originally changed from morphine in for Fallout 3.
Yes, that was it.
And then there's also rumors that Psycho was PCP,
Oh, PC. Sorry, not Speed or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
but that one, the other one's confirmed. The PCP one's just a rumor.
Was Stick of Truth recalled, or was it just censored before it got here?
No, it was
censored
before it got here.
Mm,
Yeah, because they had the scenes with like the
Yeah.
koalas and
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah.
Which I've seen plenty of people online saying that they think that's the funnier version.
It is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, I had the inverse of that, and Jacob, you might be on this. I don't know how much of a fan you are, but when I was in high school, I was a big Mortal Kombat fan. Mortal Kombat 9, which is the one on 360, like the real reinvention of the series, was banned in Australia for ages because it was R. And it wasn't till games got R classifications, which was like 3 years after that game came out, did it come out here. And it was hectic, but it was one of those things where it's like very much missed the boat.
Yeah.
I remember getting that way later, and then that's when they started doing like it was around when Injustice came out.
I remember playing that. It felt dated just because it was
it was fun, and I really wanted to play it, but it felt when Mortal Kombat 9 was out, or I think it was just called Mortal Kombat. It was like, fuck, I really want to play that, but you just couldn't get it.
That's the one that had Kratos on it, yeah?
Yes, the one with Kratos and Freddy Krueger.
I didn't realize that came out way later.
Yeah, no, like it was, I think it was at least 2 or 3 years later. Might have been even later than that, but it wasn't till we got R classifications in Australia.
I was going to say, I remember, like, I don't know if it was like for you guys, but in high school, there was like, oh, I'm really excited for this game to come out. And then you'd get nervous if it's looking like it was going to get R classification, like overstates.
Yeah, I mean, they usually always censored it, but with Mortal Kombat, I think because it was the over-the-top blood.
It was the poster child for that, yeah.
Yeah. Brock, just move your mic. Thank you.
Silly little goose.
Silly little goose. Little goose.
I was going to say, I think, what is it? I remember now, actually, We Happy Few, they had to, because apparently that was banned in Australia because it was pro-drug, even though the whole point of the drugs is like the whole...
It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking the drugs makes you see the happy-go-lucky town rather than the shithouse, whatever you want to call
Real
it.
life.
The real life, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that game any good?
No.
No.
I heard that people were...
It was hyped to fuck.
I know, that's why I
And
really
then when
wanted
it
to play
actually-
it. And
it-
someone
when it
I knew
actually
bought it.
came
They
out,
were gearing it
was-
up to be like the next Bioshock.
They really were,
Yeah, I was like, well, it's like they're...
Early builds of the game showed like that it was going to be really good, and then apparently not quite a bait and switch, but they changed a lot of it towards the end of development and just ruined a lot of it.
That's annoying.
Supposedly.
It just looked like... That game also did not entice me at all with its cover.
No.
There's so many games that I've seen in recent years where the covers of the game are just so uninspired, and it puts me off games as much. Like, I don't think I'm as inclined to even click and have a look at it,
Yeah.
which is funny because I've talked about before how that has got me into so much music, being like, this is a fucking sick cover.
Yeah.
I'm just going to listen to That's how I got into Rage Against the Machine, their first album. Just the Monk on Fire. I was like, that's hectic. Let me listen to this. I was like, yeah, that's goated. I blind bought that as a vinyl in like 2010 or something like that. Fucking loved it.
I was going to say, I've noticed myself lately going back to older games, and like the part that brings me in is not like gameplay. It's usually seeing like really cool art that of like, or like a screenshot from the game. I'm like, wow, that art style's like really cool. And then it turns out not to be modern at all.
How
It's
much
like
of it do you
old.
think is down to like, I mean, not that many of you would have been playing them, but like games for like the Sega Mega Drive and Super Nintendo, sprite-based games.
I played a lot of Mega Drive games.
Fair. Sprite-based games, just when you're taking screenshots, they just photoed a lot better because it was like it's more of a static image.
Well,
Whereas 3D games, you've got motion blur, you've got all this other stuff. Like trying to take a still image of that to then show on the cover doesn't translate as well because it's
Isn't a lot of that stuff posed with the character models to make the cover art rather
no,
than...
but if you're taking screenshots, I mean, for the back of the cover, not so much like whatever your front cover image is, which yes is posed.
You've given me a good question here. What do you guys think is the best game cover art of all time? I don't have an exact answer, but one
so hard.
one of the ones up there. Have you guys seen the European version of Resident Evil 4?
I think you've shown me.
Yeah, I have a feeling we've talked about this
People
one. Yeah.
love this cover. RE4 Europe cover.
Europe.
It is very basic, but people fucking love it.
Yeah.
It just got...
This
it's-
is what my cover had because I had the PC
version, yeah.
PC hits thing, which had
So
this.
there's a couple versions, but it's basically always just trees with Mr. Salvador, which is like the chainsaw guy there. There's another version over here. I think this is the one people like more, where it's a bit more... No, that's a bit of a shit one. But it's like covers up a bit more. It's a bit hard to see. All these are really low quality because they're scans of a fucking GameCube game. Oh, that's a shit one.
I think covers like that work really well because if you're just walking past and if it's jarring enough, your
Very
attention
catchy.
gets drawn to it, and then you're like, I want to know what that's about.
It honestly gives me very big Blair Witch vibes looking back at it.
It does
now.
very much, that album. Another one is Halo 2.
God, yeah.
This fucking Master Chief in this pose, iconic. Like, I feel like I saw that so much. That's what we've seen it online. All the cutouts for the shops was
Yes.
Master Chief in this pose. I've got a shirt where he's like that. It's fucking hectic.
Sir.
Security camera.
I was gonna say I like the original Deus Ex.
The original one, yeah.
That was very minimalist from memory.
Deus Ex cover art. Was it this one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I do remember this one. Just looking up into his fucking beam.
My vision is augmented.
Yeah, good old Iron Storm. That's such a good
For
game.
some reason, the one that's popping in my head is Vanquish's cover art.
Vanquish, the cover art for Vanquish, I don't know if that is the best, but I saw that fucking everywhere.
I'm thinking that's like, it's not even that big a game. It's just what was in my head. The other one was Bloodborne, but that's just the guy standing there.
Yeah, I think it's iconic, but that's just because it's
Yeah,
what
yeah, I get it.
Vanquish, I saw this fucking everywhere, this cover art.
It's a good cover art.
It is very good.
Did make me want to play it though.
I think Bayonetta's is pretty good as well. Like the
I mean, look,
ones.
there's Bayonetta and
Yeah.
Vanquish there.
Yeah, that's because they have a bundle.
Yeah, Vanquish is a good game. Like I think that's an underrated game.
Very hard.
Yeah.
I've talked about it on a previous episode, but like for my pick of just like underrated cover art, it holds very little relation to the game. Secret of Nevermore for the SNES.
SNES.
Sure. It was
Nevermore.
a very old Square Enix game. Actually, might have been
Evermore. Oh, this one, yeah, with the
That's-
fucking carnage looking motherfucker.
Yeah,
That is kind of goaded.
because in the game you play as the boy and your dog follows you. You basically bounce
Ruff,
around
ruff.
time, and
Actually,
your dog changes depending on what time period you're in.
me saying that was it fucking Ultimate Carnage
Oh,
for the SNES is fucking
yeah.
got a hectic
Get rid of the H.
I feel like one of the Twisted Metals has a really good cover.
yeah
Twisted Metal Black.
Yeah.
SNES.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
a
cool.
one.
brothers just jumping at you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's so many good cover arts out there.
I was gonna say I remember I got into what is it? Ridge Racer 4 because I saw a lot of like drum and bass artists and like Liquid, like drum and bass use a lot of the artwork from Ridge Racer 4 like for their music.
Ridge Racer 4. Oh yeah, no, very minimalistic type of style. Yeah,
I haven't thought of Ridge Racer.
Ridge
Racer.
Racer. Yeah, and then like one of my favorite minimalistic ones is the original Metal Gear Solid. There's the one with the usually Sin Cara art, but then the one is just white, and then Metal Gear Solid in red and like metallic.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Like that one there. Metal Gear Solid cover art. Yeah. That's what happens when I type too fast. I put a 9 in the middle. Yeah, just like that. I really like that.
That is goaded.
It is pretty goated.
Yeah.
Well,
The only one I can think of, I like Far Cry 3 always stood out because it was like bright colors. It wasn't really anything too catchy.
I feel like
but,
the original Far Cry one was better with old mate coming out of the water with the fucking submachine gun in his
Yeah.
hand. Yeah.
Do you have the machine gun or do you have the knife?
Pretty sure it was a submachine gun.
Let's test
Or is that Far Cry 3? I'm thinking had the knife
No,
buried in
You
the-
are
No,
always wrong when it comes to anything you try and test me on.
The Just Cause ones have pretty good.
The
good
Just
ones as
Cause
well.
ones do
Yeah.
have good ones.
Yeah, I forgot about those ones are good too.
Also, Kingdom Hearts 2 cover, kind of goaded.
Yeah, they are. Both of them are goated.
I will say I've seen those Kingdom Hearts covers. You show me them. I fucking hate them.
I think there's a few different ones for Kingdom Hearts 2 as well.
There are a few different color ones, yeah. It depends on which version of 1 point whatever the fuck you bought.
Yeah,
So that-
1.5 over 4 fucking chain of
Chain of
cum
memories.
chalice or whatever.
There is too many.
Shout out to fucking what's old mate Yandere Dev or whatever.
Yandere Dev
Yeah,
with the cum chalice.
the cum chalice. Yeah.
Rock's favorite.
I have no idea what you're talking about at this
Do you remember?
point.
Don't you
That
remember
shit's
back in the day?
ancient.
Yeah. What going like 12, 13 years ago now.
Fucking ages ago.
So big game that blew up on YouTube. I swear you would have known this. Yandere Simulator.
Okay,
Do you remember
yes,
that game?
I
yeah.
do know the game,
So That game is still not released, and he's been developing it the whole time.
Apparently the code is absolute
Yes.
dog
so
shit.
the guy who makes it, Yandere
pirate
Dev.
software.
Yeah, well, Yandere Dev is way worse than that. He sounds like he's a fucking idiot. And he just gets memed to fuck online. There's like a video of him with like a chalice going like this.
They're like a huge chalice with milk in it.
Yeah,
Oh.
so people are calling it the cum
So
chalice.
it's the cum chalice.
But yeah, Yandere Dev gets shit on, and that game is still not fucking out.
I thought it. I remember the name of that game. I thought it was an actual thing. I remember seeing like
No, it's
people talking about it.
Yeah, it was because it was big on YouTube for a while.
Yeah, old school PewDiePie played that at
Yeah.
some point.
Do you remember the YouTuber back in the day, Linkara?
Yes.
Yes. So like angry video game nerd, that like
Remember that one?
Cinemassacre type of thing. Do you remember the video where he's going on about how he won't, like, his history of Power Rangers video won't come out till it's ready? And people chat, he's like, this video won't come out till it's done. I won't release the history of Power Rangers. It will come out when it's done.
I don't remember that, but
It was like a big meme. Yandere Dev did like the same thing, I swear. It was where he was like, Yandere Simulator will come out when it's done. I can't do his weird voice.
No, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
It's no. I feel like he has.
It
There's
will,
like
it will come out when it's done.
Multiple times he said shit like that, but like most of them are just in Discord messages where it's
Yeah.
fucking him being like, "I'm doing it very quick. Like you don't understand this kind of shit." That was ages ago.
Yeah. But now I'm thinking of fucking Linkara.
Do you think he's still like it's still going?
Let's
Or-
have a look. Fucking Yandere Simulator.
I've never heard of this.
Alright.
I was
at
about
all.
to say this is going to be a lesson for Ben.
I was gonna say, weren't there like allegations or something about?
I think there
Oh,
were.
yeah,
Oh, when
Allegations
you when you
were-
call it this, there's always going to be allegations.
It's on the App Store. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
So it is out. Let's have a look. Pre-release, full demo, Android
What?
port, wide release. Oh, it's coming out later this year.
That's crazy.
He kept
Supposedly.
adding shit, and like apparently it's like one of the worst coded games of all time. So it's on the fucking App Store.
Anime Schoolgirls Games 3D designed for iPad.
What the fuck? I
I
know.
don't think that's the right game.
Well, I think it is because look at the reviews, and it's 3.9 with 313.
Hang on, Pfizer.
I'm
You know
not,
what?
I'm not trying to pronounce that name.
Insane.
Oh god, it was definitely it was a big thing back in the day. Fucking Yandere Simulator and Yandere Dev with his cum chalice.
I just
There's
remember
cool videos of
every forum post that popped up in seemed to share just as much space with Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but that was finished.
that was
It
finished,
was,
and
yes.
that when that came out, that was
That was
pretty
very
cool.
big. Yeah.
I feel like it was a few years later, but there was a lot of reading in that. I feel like more people watched that than played that.
Yes.
I've got that in my Steam library. I don't think I've ever really played
I
it
was gonna
either.
say YouTubers definitely did blow it up.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that was definitely a YouTube game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a free game, so the problem there was there wasn't any money. What are you fucking singing?
the song from Doki Doki Literature Club.
I don't remember it, honestly. I just remember Monica and that
Chick
chick.
who hangs herself.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry.
Unalived. We went through this last
Oh,
week.
wrong one.
Bad.
Yeah, no, it was a week
To
before.
the Lego bricks.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lego, Brock,
Yeah, Lego Batman got some updated minimum requirements, which
that's boring.
thanks, Tom.
Didn't we? No, we talked about this ages ago.
No.
they changed it again to the actual specs now.
So what? It's the 8 gigabyte of RAM now instead of the 32
No,
and then
still
the 16.
Still
Whatever.
16 for the minimum, but the minimum graphics card requirement is now supposedly a 970 rather than a 2060 or whatever it was previously.
970. You're going back a while there. You're going over 10 years.
It's a Lego game.
But 16 gig of RAM for a Lego game is a bit nuts.
Yeah. I still don't know why it needs that much RAM.
It's okay. I've got 64. I don't need to worry.
Which game did you? Which one did you like? Which Lego game did you?
That came out.
What Lego game did you have? So everyone
Me?
had at least one.
I
had
didn't.
multiple.
That's
I actually
crazy.
didn't. But my cousins did, and I played a fuck ton. It was the original Star Wars games, like the OG.
Yeah.
I had other Traveler's Tales games, like fucking Crash Bandicoot and the Wrath of Cortex.
Yeah.
God,
Go
yeah.
to-
We've got Lego Batman 3 Secrets of Gotham or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I didn't play that one.
They
That
talk
was
in that one, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't
I
played
think
it. We've
it's after
got
the
it
fall off.
because I was trying to talk to Laura about the new one last night. And she was just like, "We've got that." I was like, "No, we don't. It's not out yet." Yeah, it was back on the 360 or whatever it was on. I was like, "That's a completely different game, hun. That's no.
Doll, you got it wrong.
Up until they started
All right,
talking, all of those
Cupcake.
games were fun. But then as soon as they started, I think the Joker talked first or something, and I was like, I don't have any interest now.
What do you say? I'm the Joker, baby.
I don't know. There was, I
Are you
remember,
so serious? Bom, bom.
yeah, I don't think that one had, you could actually drive around in the cars around the city.
Very possible." As I said, we've got it. I haven't played it.
GTA Batman.
That's what the new one will be.
So
Okay, Ben.
keen. I have got no desire to play these games.
I do.
Yeah, I just
same.
I don't see the appeal. It just seems like the same. I don't think it's bad.
Everything I've seen is just like, okay, cool. It's going to be like the Arkham games, but Lego. I'm in.
But what about isn't there a gay Batman in it? Remember we talked about that? How there was like the rainbow suit, and people
yeah.
went fucking ballistic, even though that was in the comics from the 50s.
Yep.
Yeah, why is Robin in your bed, Batman?
Oh god,
Superman Kryptonite or something as well.
Oh, the pink kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or turned him gay or something.
Yes.
Oh god, there's so many different types of kryptonite, bro.
There is a lot. There is a whole spectrum.
Kryptonite, these nuts.
Got him.
Speaking of kryptonite, these nuts. Steam controller. As soon as we talked about it last week, like literally like 8 hours after we filmed, it was like, "Yep, it's out."
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not out, but like, yep, it completely has been confirmed. It's coming out like next week. So as of recording, like 6 or 7 hours from now, don't. It will be getting its pre-orders put up.
5
And
hours,
apparently-
9 minutes.
And apparently I saw, because we were talking about, is it going to be shipped to Australia? Yeah. It looks like it's going to be like a 3 to 5 day turnover.
shipping. That's
hectic.
really fast. Yeah.
So we should have one by this
Yeah.
time next week if I get one. Yeah.
$149. Whether that's including shipping and posting, I
Let
don't
me
know.
have a
but
look.
But 149 Australian, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm getting that. Yeah.
I'm happy to pay that for a good controller.
Yeah, that's what I would be curious to see is how you feel, like especially with toggles and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if they feel sticky or
Well, from everything I've seen some people talk about playing with it, apparently it is just so intuitive. It just feels really good. Everything like just a lot of I think this is actually in Steam's back end, just having the trackpads even for games that don't use them as a quick select wheel or just little things just like macros, and it seems really cool, like and they'll just like be inbuilt Steam like scroll wheels and things like that, or
that'll
you
definitely
just,
be worth it then.
or just using precise movement, which I think would be good, like especially for games like FPS is going around, just being able to like a little bit aim with it, just like how I really liked in FPS is having the gyro control for precise movement.
Some
Depended
games,
on the
yes.
game.
Yeah, it's very game dependent, because if you try to do it and you like move the controller and the whole thing swings, you're like, this is not what I want right now. Falling puzzles were cool though. Shout out Ratchet and Clank.
I was gonna say, do you, semi on topic but not really, do you guys remember like modding controllers or doing any of that when you were younger?
Yeah, I bought one from Timothy Charlemagne. No, that was a massive thing back in the day, like the hair triggers and the fucking like I forget the names of them, but like just having like the auto fires and all the crazy shit. I never did it.
No,
but-
I replaced like all the buttons on my Xbox controller, so they were like bullet casings because I was like all edgy.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
then I actually had a button built into the back, so if you pressed it, it was like a macro for pressing 3 times.
Yep.
So single shot, like if it was automatic, did nothing. But if it was single shot, like you fired one shot from a tank, it would fire 3.
Yeah, I saw shit like that with people who used to do it on like the original Black Ops, go around with pistols like the
Yeah.
1911 where it'll have a little bit slower fire rate, or actually I think I was pretty fast in that game, but and just fucking pump and kill people.
It was my
Yeah,
favorite
I'll-
thing, just Battlefield, and then just jumping, like getting in a helicopter and just, or like same thing, a tank, firing one shot, instantly blowing up a tank.
I was about to ask, was there any games that you guys like had a whole bunch of macros built for in whatever game you were playing.
Not really.
Yeah,
No.
I can't think of a single game where I've wanted macros on it, honestly.
I mean, sadly for me, War Thunder, but I mean.
Oh, you
different
sort of
thing.
need that for that game.
Yeah, I'll say different thing.
Well, Thunder's cooked. Too many controls.
That's like
Yeah.
fucking Steel Battalion. You need the buttons. You
Yeah.
need the fucking cockpit. Have you guys seen the Steel Battalion cockpit before?
Yeah.
It's fucking goated. Have you seen it?
No.
So for the people who don't know, Steel Battalion, I think the original game was on 360. Who was it by? I sort of want to say it was by FromSoft, but I don't think it was.
Mind you, it does look like something FromSoft would do. Oh,
Capcom.
Capcom. It was a mech game, but you had a full-on fucking controller for it.
Oh, I remember seeing
3
this, actually.
pedals, 2 joysticks, a billion different buttons. Apparently, the people who are really, really into it, fucked. But yeah, that's all. Like,
It looks kind of cool.
it's a cool
looks
idea.
very,
I
very
think this
cool.
controller cost a bomb back in the day. Back when they made like specific peripherals for certain games.
Yeah.
Sometimes it fucks like this. Well, I mean, it sucks if the fucking controller dies.
That does
They
look
also
so
had this.
cool, though.
They also had this for the Kinect.
Oh.
Like a few years later, apparently it was terrible. The other thing I remember is a controller I used to see around all the time in like behind the glass at EB Games. It was like pre-owned ones, people always trying to sell, and there was always heaps around. The fucking Donkey Konga bongos. So they had bongos for the game Donkey Konga, which is a rhythm game. And for years, I always used to see them at heaps of EBs. There would always be one
the
behind the
pre-owned
counter.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, they
Locked
couldn't get
behind
rid
the
of.
glass cabinet at cash converters.
I was gonna say
Yes.
I've seen a few at CEX still, like to
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting harder to find now.
The other thing was, and this ties into something else we're going to talk about. I remember going to EB Games back in the day, and some of them used to have, I'm talking about early 2010s, late 2000s, they used to have the fucking, the Lancer from Gears of War on the wall.
Oh,
And
Yes,
it was,
I do recall
it
that,
wasn't
yes.
to buy. It was like, it was
no, I was
being
gonna
sent
say
to them.
I wanted to see if I could donate to the set or whatever, because the other day when I was cleaning out the
Yes.
garage, I have like a full 1-to-1 replica of the retro Lancer. So it doesn't have the chainsaw, but the
fuck
bayonet.
yeah, the bayonet from Gears of War
Yeah.
3. Yeah, I loved spearing people with that thing.
So good.
Yeah, that'd be goated.
Can I have your first season of Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, that's for me.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, hey, greedy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just take the
priorities.
Lancer. Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember going to EB Games and yeah, they have the fucking Lancer. So that for people who don't know, Gears of War, the Lancer is the chainsaw gun. And that makes me think, I mean, because that was definitely a product of the time. When was the last time you guys saw gaming advertisement IRL, like in public, like there'll be a billboard or a poster or something out and about? Because Jacob was talking about how he saw some for Forza the other day. By other day, yesterday.
Yeah. And it was the same thing, because I was thinking back to it, and I think the last time I saw was the same thing, like when they redid Gears of War, like they were rebooting the franchise, and it was like on buses and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be. Mine was on a bus. Mine was the most recent World of Warcraft expansion. I saw on the side of a bus last time, or not last time, time before I went to Sydney. This is
Yeah.
like maybe 6 months ago.
I will say, I think I've only really properly seen it in Sydney. I remember the one that sticks out for me, and it was because I was like, whoa, that's cool. They're advertising was under a bridge, not Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they had like a very big mural for Fallout 76 just before it was coming out.
God, yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? There's gaming shit out here? What the frick?
All I remember is all the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, like bus posters, and you see them at bus stops and everything. They
do
were
remember
fucking
that.
everywhere.
I do
Yeah.
remember that.
What was the last TV advert you saw for an actual
I
game?
don't watch TV.
Oh,
Haven't properly watched TV in
well,
years.
actually, that's fair enough. We don't either. I was just about to say the last time I saw a TV advert was either 2010, probably a little bit after. Seeing what year did Halo 3 come out?
2007.
It would have been around 2007 then. Standing in a KFC somewhere, seeing it on the screen they used
Are
to
you
always have in
thinking
there.
the Halo 3 one or the Halo Reach one? I remember seeing that
It was the Halo 3.
because the Halo Reach ad, which is actually a prequel to the game, which was a live action ad, was actually really cool, and I couldn't believe I saw it on Australian TV at the time. That just blew my mind. You didn't see gaming advertisement on Australian TV.
No,
and I remember
never.
seeing an ad specifically for pre-ordering Halo Reach from EB Games and getting the specific armor you would get for pre-ordering through them. And I was like, this is blowing my mind. I saw it on like Go or 7Mate or something.
7Mate sounds about right.
But no,
Late at night. I was like, what the fuck?
Halo 3 on a KFC, I don't know, probably Friday night. The only other one I saw was for Pokemon Gold and Silver. Was the only TV
Okay, we're
advert I
fucking
saw
going back now.
at home, like on just
26
Aussie
years
TV.
ago.
Yeah,
Technically, Macca's has got a Mario Galaxy thing.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Well, kind of into that. I remember when I had mates when like Black Ops
Whoa.
2 and stuff came up, that same thing were like, oh, lining up out of Hungry Jack's. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, oh, the XP codes when you used to buy the meals.
Yes.
And I was like, holy crap.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, because you get really good XP codes for that.
I think Hungry Jack's did one for, I want to say maybe Cold War, and you could get like a hazard skin suit or something like that.
I do vaguely remember something.
No, it was
like
Modern
that.
Warfare. You got like a certain, I don't know. There was it's a weird time.
Quick side note, for people who haven't realised, there is a fuck ton of cans behind Ben today in the background. That's because we've moved it. We've got a big table that we sit on, a big circle table. You can also see Zach in his frame half the time. But that's why there's heaps of cans behind him. That's where we, give him a big slap on the face.
I wasn't talking, so that wasn't in shot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
He needs to
if
talk.
you talk,
Ben, damn it.
I know how this works.
But that's why it's looking a bit funky. We'll when we get a dedicated, bigger studio space. It's
And
gonna
a
be
bigger
crazy.
bin. So you
Well,
can't
bigger
see all the
bin.
cans.
That's not a bin. That's my old computer
I was
box.
gonna say-
You now know it's a HP Omen.
Oh, which do you want to announce the good news?
Yeah, it looks like my computer finally got fixed after 5 weeks.
Very close to 6 weeks.
Yeah, woo. We'll see if it continues to work, but it looks like shout out to the HP guy who repaired it, and he straight up said, do you want me to install Windows on this, like the HP one, or just normal Windows? He said, I don't recommend the HP one. It's full of fucking bloatware and it sucks. And I was like, yeah, no, just install normal Windows. But the SSD just died. I've never heard of an internal M.2 SSD dying and that quick.
Not that quick. No, I've seen others die, but yeah, definitely not that quick.
No, but apparently it was just cooked.
Good job for OEM hardware.
OMD's nuts.
Got him.
Ever thought about that?
But anyway, happy Tom. He's got his computer back. Hooray!
Yep.
Well
I don't
done.
have to
I might
deal with
play-
him
yeah.
harassing me anymore.
Don't leak my secrets.
It was
I
raining
now-
when we got it out of the car though, so it's
Yeah, I
still
had to
touch
run.
and go.
I
Yeah.
didn't have anything that would get to that. I can now play Crimson Desert.
Finally.
I don't know if I'll buy it, but I might.
And so it's Spy too.
I've already been playing that. I can play that on my Mac.
Yeah, that's native on Mac.
That's made it on Mac, yeah.
Damn, alright.
It doesn't run as good as it should. I think a new update actually made that better.
It was running pretty well when I played it.
But you're on an Air. Lizard's
No, I'm on
Air.
a Pro.
What Pro do you have?
M4.
Maybe that's why. Lizard's Air ran Slay the Spire 2 better than my Pro a lot of the time. Certain maps would go really good. Other maps, mine was going like 3 times the frames. Sometimes hers was better. But did either of you, or did any of you see all the backlash with Slay the Spire 2?
No.
I did see this. I did see the backlash. I also saw that it was all stupid.
It was all very stupid.
It was
so
all stupid.
let's see if we can get Slay the Spire 2 up on Steam.
There was it was like people were giving it review bombing it because they had put in some changes to some things in the beta mode of the update.
Yeah, so why the fuck's this? Looks like someone else has been using this computer. So for people who don't know, Slay the Spire 2 came out on early access a little while ago, 6th of March. It is in early access. It has been getting really good reviews, but as you can see right here in recent reviews, it is mostly negative. The reason is, I think a lot of it is also Chinese players, from what I've seen. In all languages, recent reviews in all languages, mostly negative. Okay. Total reviews in all languages. Simplified Chinese has 77,000 mostly negative reviews. opposed to in every other language is very positive or overwhelmingly positive, besides traditional Chinese, which is mixed, but it's only 2,393 reviews. So essentially, I think what happened was that there was some exploit or something where you could get certain cards really easy and do what you want, and it made the game a lot easier. That got fixed in a bug fix because it's a fucking early access game, and people blew up about it. But it looks like it's most of the Chinese market. I think Slay the Spire was very big there, and the second one obviously is as well. And it's been getting crazy backlash for it. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think that is valid at all? I personally don't.
No, I don't think it's valid. I think, hey, as you said, it's in early access. They're doing some rebalancing, some tweaks. They're changing out and making it so that people can't run infinite exploits and stuff. Completely fair. I don't understand why they... I mean, I get being annoyed that, oh, I can't run this super uber deck that I can just glitch out and 100% crit rate and blah, 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 blah. Like, stuff happens. Online games get patched and all these get tweaked out all the time. Deal with it.
I wish you could comment on a review so you could just say skill issue to that guy.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is from Cunnilingist. Shout out to your name on Steam. But this is a negative review. Solo only review. So, because you can play this game multiplayer or solo. The multiplayer is really fun. I've played with Lizard a few times. I have to play with you.
Oh, yes, please.
Solo only review. It's just not fun. It's intentionally overtuned because the devs want low win rates. Everyone loves impossible runs, right? Relics feel... It's good, shut up. Relics feel weak. They don't synergize. Two and turn don't apply both effects. There's next to no energy to increase sources. Monsters not only to start combat slamming more than you can physically block. They also gain scaling, meaning you have to rush them, forcing them to take even more nonsense damage. Rest locations were made less common. Personally, the two new classes aren't fun. The base decks suck. Summon is just worse block.
Skill issue.
Skill issue. I'm sorry. I've played this game probably less hours than this. I'm having a lot of fun. I've had plenty of wins.
I got my first Necro run. I won.
Yeah.
It's a good class.
Yeah,
it's a very good class.
I haven't properly gone into them.
And that's another thing with roguelikes. It isn't intentionally overtuned because you want low win rates. It just means you're bad. If you can't win every run, you're bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's
like to an extent.
You shouldn't be winning every single run. There's times when you get shit run, but it's also the whole point of this game is not to fucking win it every single time. You're not gonna have your fucking. You're not gonna be always winning. It's gonna suck if it's super easy.
Well, you do get to a point where, like, at some point you're winning more than you're losing, and that's what I mean.
Particularly if it's a roguelike where every run you are unlocking more and more things to use on the next run, then yeah, that's the way the game's meant to be played. You have more stuff to pick from and more stuff dropping on the successive runs.
That's just a roguelike thing in general.
Depends on the roguelike, but yes.
There's people who are saying this game's shit and that it's not fun, but they've all got over 100 hours on it. 134.
I think
90. 63. But I mean,
they're just not happy with anything then.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just people who want to complain. 744 hours not recommended. I'm sorry, but if you've got that much time in the game, how do you not recommend it? If it's saying that you don't like some of the new updates or something, that's fine, but at the same time, they're evolving this game. It's not fucking out yet.
700 hours. This game hasn't been out that long.
Yeah, Ben, can you quickly see how much 744 hours is in days?
Yeah. Quick math.
Because the game came out
What time did he actually make that review at?
31 days.
31 days.
Fuck.
This game's been out just about 2 months, and he's played it for a month straight, and he's not recommending it?
Jesus Christ.
If you're not having fun by hour 8, you're not having fun for 700 hours.
If you're not having fun within the first 2 hours, you should be refunding the game.
Yeah, that's what I would be thinking as well. It doesn't take me 2 hours to play a game and to go, I am not enjoying this. I can play a game for 2 hours and go, I'm not liking it, but I can see where the appeal is and I might start liking it and I'll give it a further chance.
There is slow burn games, and you're going to like this, Zach. I started replaying Elden Ring the 4th time the last week or so because I wanted something that was on PlayStation that I'll have fun playing since my computer's fucked. Elden Ring, I feel like, and people who are big Souls fans are going to disagree, but I feel like for a lot of people, that is a slow burn till it gets to the point where it is just like, oh, fuck, this is so fun.
If you play it like it's an actual open world game, it is a bit more of a slow world. But the thing is that like what I do and a lot of people who've played it a lot do is you bum rush all the items you want and then you just play it like it's Dark Souls 3 or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're a Souls fan.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, someone who's coming to the game for the first time. I think Brock would really like Elden Ring.
Play it like it's an open world game.
Yeah, I feel like you would really like Elden Ring, but it will probably take you a while. You will be like, oh, fuck. And another thing with Elden Ring is people get, I feel like even though it's an open world game, it's still, they think it's linear. They think they've got to fight Tree Sentinel. And like, for people who don't know, right at the start of Elden Ring, when you come out of the tutorial area, you get there's a boss there. It's open world. You don't have to go near that boss. Unless you've played Souls games, you're not going to beat that guy straight away. It's going to be a struggle for a fair while.
It sucks. It's hard. It's a hard fight.
Yeah.
Is it not also that I don't know if I'm thinking Elden Ring or one of the Dark Souls games, to even do the tutorial, you basically have to fall into a hole that the game doesn't tell you, it makes it seem as though you can just bypass, and it makes it the hole seem like that's a hazard, you shouldn't be falling in there. Or am I?
No, all I
thinking
could
a
think
different game?
about is unless you're referring to like the first Dark Souls where you drop into the boss arena and it tells you to run.
Hang on.
Wasn't that one?
In Dark Souls 1, in the tutorial area, there's a boss in a hole underneath where you fight the first tutorial boss, but that's separate.
Yeah, that's an optional boss.
I don't know. This was much newer than that. That's why I thought it might have been.
No, not Elden Ring. Elden Ring, you spawn in, you deliberately have to die to get through to like the tutorial, and you can skip the tutorial. But when you get out of the main area, there's that Tree Sentinel boss there that you can fight.
And you just die in Demon Souls.
Yeah, you just straight up died to. I don't think it's even a boss. Like it presents itself as a boss, but it's like just a mid-level enemy, and then you wake up at the hub.
The first Vanguard is a boss. It just doesn't count later on.
Is that just a big thing in all the Souls games, Souls-like games? Because that's the same as Sekiro. You could have died for that first boss.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit through the game.
Yeah, it is a thing. 1, 2, and 1, 2, Bloodborne, and Sekiro have it.
And then Elden Ring to an extent where it's
no, you have to die to the very first boss.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's also got it. Yeah. So yeah, big thing.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, they love that shit.
Except for in Dark Souls 3, because I guess you're built different in that game.
No, but aren't you already dead? Isn't that the pretense?
Yeah, you are very dead in that game.
See, the thing that turns me off those games isn't the games themselves; it's the community around those games.
Just ignore them.
Honestly,
Yeah, you can. You can easily do it.
I know I can, but it's just anytime I start talking, like other than to Zach, anytime I start talking about those games to big fans of those games, it's immediately they just go into, oh, you need to get good. You need to. It's just like, I don't want to talk to you if you're just going to be like that.
I was going to say
they're
that's
probably not that good at the game if they're saying that kind of thing.
And also that's like a bit of a meme in the community.
Yeah,
like
that
the
is
whole
very
I understand that, but when I'm asking him a serious question like, oh, what's this area like? They're just like, oh, everyone complains about it, but you just got to get good. I'm like, that doesn't tell me anything.
You should play them though.
Yeah.
I've been told that many times. Yes.
You play Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring.
Brother, it was a struggle to get him to play Marathon that was a free test so we could talk about it before it came out.
Although don't play Bloodborne. Play Bloodborne first because it's 30 FPS. And you can't
Laura
play the
wants
others
to get
afterwards.
Bloodborne, so I'll probably end up getting that first.
Is
you have a
Sekiro on
PS4 now.
Is
I
Sekiro
do.
on PC?
I think so.
If so, I think I might get that.
I think I played the demo for the.
I have the disc
For one of them.
upstairs.
So do I, but I want to play it nice looking. I'd like to play that at like high FPS if I could. That'd be hectic.
I never actually finished it. I need to play it again.
Neither. That's why I want to play it. But it was very fun. That's like the most linear one out of the series by far.
The combat's ridiculous though.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's very fun. Me bomba.
Me bomber.
Me bomba.
Is there a horse in that game?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember seeing
first-
a clip and I was like, I think there was a horse in one of the fights or something.
The first real boss, you're fighting a guy on a horse.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, in that courtyard area. Yeah.
That looked cool and it nearly enticed me to get it.
That
So I was
looks
like,
cool because the guy who does the English voice line puts his fucking heart into that voice line. It is hectic. Do you remember it?
I don't. I haven't played it in like legitimately like 5 years.
He like screams into that mic. It is awesome.
You've just reminded me of a thing I forgot to add for our topics this week. Voice acting in games. Laura's replaying through a couple of 360 games at the moment. she's playing Kingdom Under Fire, Circle of Heroes, or Circle of Fire, Circle of Doom.
Close.
I think that's where your problem is already. What the fuck are these games?
One of the English voice actors for like the first choosable character. Honestly, I don't think he's ever voice acted before. He's reading every single thing in a monotone. It's just a robot reading out lines. Every single line is just, I am human, male. I am here to help with the bleeding back. No emotion on any of it. And the guys that he's like
Sounds like Ben.
guys he's acting opposite is just like they're clearly established voice actors who knows how it works. And it's just like, were they in the booth together? Did he not give him a sidelong glance over the microphone and be like, come on, man, like you're supposed to be an actor.
They're usually not. They just get him in for like 4 hours
I was
and do all
gonna say,
the
and
voice and
usually-
ADR and that's it.
And usually, depending on what game you're talking about, a lot of like the older games is where they're literally like, oh,
They've
we
just
don't have
pulled someone off the street. Yeah.
Well, not even off the street. Like usually just someone from their team. So it is literally a nerd.
Oh no, this is
Yeah.
these were games that like they've got big name, well not big name, but they've got people who are established voice actors there, and then they've got these guys voicing one of the main characters. It's just like, yeah, I played a game, I was there, yeah. It's just like, act. You're supposed to be an actor.
You're also
Voice
talking
actor
about
or
a
not.
360 game that none of us have heard of. So
Yeah,
I mean,
what
it
the
kind of
fuck?
makes sense that
Well, I mean, it's kind of like that in Oblivion as well, though, isn't it?
Well, we've talked about
No,
Oblivion.
that's funny.
It is funny, but
Well,
it's bad voice acting.
In Oblivion, this is one of the first episodes we had. There's they accidentally left in some of the outtakes.
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the first boss in Sekiro is that guy, and
Yeah, on the horse.
yeah, like if you play it, it's hectic because so
Oh,
these
let's
guys can see.
Like what's his name?
Kyobu Oniwa.
What the fuck you call me?
spell that.
Oniwa. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Look at this guy.
Boss fight.
Oh fuck! I forgot how good this game was. Yeah, I remember this.
Oh,
Jump down there, get the pellet, and you got your little gourds and shit like that.
Monkey game. Monkey game have gourds.
Yeah, he is getting into it.
Like he just
A big fucking horse.
There's a big horse.
first real boss in the game, by the way.
Yeah.
He did not have to go that hard, and he just chose to anyway.
It reminds me of the like the fucking video. Sorry, remember who you are. And it's a fucking chicken with the T-Rex.
Isn't it a thing with that boss fight too, though, that if you interrupt him during his speech, he does actually change dialogue as well?
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
I said Source Filmmaker, but whatever. Fuck it. I haven't seen Source Filmmaker in a while.
I lost my armor.
My presence. I lost my height.
I lost my size.
I lost my fear factor.
Remember!
I mean, I know that's music from The Lion King, but what the fuck's the vocals from?
It's just
What
like
is-
a meme. It's a meme because
Okay.
it's like it's showing like the animals and how they've evolved. It's like a saber-tooth tiger, and it goes to like fucking a house cat and like
Okay,
a
now-
massive
yeah.
wolf and a dog, and now it's saying
No, I
that.
get it.
Yeah, let me explain everything to you. Remember who
I've
you
seen the
are.
picture
Yeah,
slideshow one.
that's the one
Yeah.
I've seen. Yeah, yeah, this one. Fuck, let's watch it again.
I lost my presence.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
fucking YouTube shorts.
Oh, it's the screen's fucked up. Remember who you are.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. Let's do it. Well, this screen's fucked, so I don't know what's going on there.
Brock broke it.
I did
Nice
nothing
one,
of the
Brock.
sort.
There we go. Yeah, well, I closed it there.
God, yeah, Far Cry 3.
Far Cry 3 was goated.
I don't think that game-
I'm trying to think of how. What was the song? Beep it out the bass, it out the bass, it out a lot of. Burn Dumb.
I was thinking of Paper Planes, but yeah,
Yeah.
Bundem also works.
Yo, epic grizzly bear fight.
What do you say?
No more YouTube. We are watching.
Yo,
We are watching
yo.
too much YouTube. Next topic.
I like the one where he's like waves the bear out the car window and the bear stands up and waves.
What about that video we saw last week of the guy getting chased by the bear on the bike?
That was
that was hectic. That bear was really real as well.
So we saw a video last week. After we recorded, Zach drove it to the studio because he had to help us with a few things, and we just had YouTube open and we just started keep watching, going on a rabbit hole because we're not logged in on this browser that I've got here, and it was just giving us the most cursed shit. And one of them was just a video of a guy on his bike with a GoPro in his head, and he's like looking behind, he's like and he's pedaling, and there's like the worst
JPEG of a bear.
like fucking CG of a bear following him, but like good enough where it's gonna trick old people, and not be like a clearly like wrong dimension, like it's a low poly bear.
It wasn't even an AI thing. They've like superimposed
it was like
the
10
bear
years
over the
ago
video.
this thing came out.
Yeah.
You send it to 3 friends, it's pixelated enough that it does look real.
Oh god, yeah. Well, something that Jacob brought up a little bit earlier, and it's got to do with this episode, is do you know what episode 86 also is a reference to of?
Initial D.
Night of Fire. Bow, 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 bow.
Initial D.
Initial D. Wow! Oh, I need to get that up.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Have you heard it?
Yes, I've heard it.
Have you watched it?
Initial D, yes.
What would you call it? Like
Music.
Initial D transitions, because that was the transitions in the middle of the thing for
That's
an ad
what I was
break.
trying to think. Yeah. Initial D. Bam, bam, bam. Wow!
Initial D.
Initial D.
Oh,
No, it's
must
like
be a
one.
Must be a later season.
This is so much better
There
than
we go.
yours.
Initial D.
Initial D. Bam, bam, bam. Whoa!
You just sound like you're trying to be Jamaican.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck?
Hey, yo.
Oh, that's second stage.
I don't think I've ever actually watched this the whole way through. I just know
Initial
my
D's nuts.
dad had the whole box set.
Your dad had the whole box set of Initial D?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's
Yeah.
actually hectic.
That's kind of goated.
This was in like early 2000s as well,
Oh, your dad might have had the original
or like maybe mid 2000s.
original dub. Have you seen the original dub of Initial D? You don't want to see it. It's
But
not as good.
I was going to
There's
say,
no
but only the
Eurobeat.
first stage.
So yeah, because the original one was done in like the mid 2000s, like because the one that people know is like the Funimation dub. Yeah, and they took all the Eurobeat out of it. Fucking shit. So for people who don't know what Initial D is an anime that came out in I think it was the late 90s, and it is mid-late 90s, and it's about the street racing, downhill, drifting culture of Japan in the 90s and 80s. And it's just fucking goated. And the reason most people might not know Initial D itself, but they know the memes that have come from it, and especially the music.
I was going to say the amount of times where I'll like make a joke of like Night of Fire or something like
Yeah.
that. And people are like, what are you talking about? And you play like 3 seconds and like, yeah.
And
I
people know, yeah.
It's either that or Deja Vu.
Deja Vu or Running in the 90s.
Yeah.
Those songs are all from Initial D. I don't think there is a single piece of media that has ever got me as hyped as Initial D, and it is almost solely because it's so cool, the action in it, but the fucking music and the ways they get it in. I don't know if you ever watched this, Jacob. You know how they did those Initial D Legend movies?
Yeah.
The first one, which is basically a recap of like the first half of the first season of the show, they didn't have Eurobeat in those movies.
They're the live action ones?
No, these are animated.
Okay.
There was a YouTube edit where they edited the first movie and was dubbed and everything, and they just put the Eurobeat back in it. And there is one scene, the song Heartbeat.
Yeah.
No, boom, boom. Dun, 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 and they've got that at the right time. I've never been more hyped and fucking like, or freaking goose pimples chills.
Yeah, I mean, you're
than
talking about them now.
that.
I'm going to be watching all these tonight.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's,
Like, I'm going through and listening to them.
Yeah.
We might even just listen to it in the car back.
Oh, yeah.
Back to.
You're going to want to
Such
fucking
and such.
drift.
speed. Yeah, no, it's the same where like if I hear the Dracula's castle like piano, all I think about is that's back on the rocks easily.
Back on the rocks, baby. These are so fucking good. And for people who don't know what Eurobeat is like a combination of Japanese disco and Italian like disco music from like the parts of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. But it's like some weird subculture that came really big in Japan again.
Yeah.
But then it's got a lot of English producers, so there's a lot of English singing in it. It's such a weird like hybrid of music.
And it is quintessentially retro feeling as well.
Yes.
And
Like,
it was funny too because it was never intended to be like, it was never set in stone they were going to do that. It's just, oh, we can save money here because
Yes.
the same company owned. It was like,
It was something I think they had, I could be completely wrong, but I think the company who did Initial D or the people who did music or whatever, they were able to license the Eurobeat songs for very cheap or something.
Yeah.
And they'd gone to a club and like, oh, this would be cool. And it just works so fucking well. I've never heard third-party music work so well in a show more, or in any form of media more than Initial D. People always talk like when they're like talking about like, oh yeah, using music in movies and oh it's so good. Like people always talk about like the start of the Zombieland movies with like not Hell's Bells, fucking For Whom Their Bell Tolls, and Master of Puppets in the second one or whatever. And there's plenty other times like, oh, this song's really good, and it doesn't hit the same as Initial D. They do it so
they were
well.
part of the episode, honestly. It
No,
just matched it.
it's the same.
ideally.
Like Tom will tell you easily. He'll say like a song or sing part of a song, and you just don't go, oh, it's this song. You go, oh, it's the driver. Like
Yep.
you go, oh, that's Shingo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I still gives me chills. That show has got one of the Initial D is definitely one of those shows where I go back every year, every 18 months. I'm like, okay, let me watch all the highlights.
Oh,
all the
easily.
bits that are like all their fucking hectic bits. I'm surprised you haven't watched it.
I don't have
It's not
Crunchyroll.
even like for the car racing, because there's so many people I know that are not into cars that like it. I think it has what I've dubbed it as like the Yu-Gi-Oh effect, where it's like, you know, Takami's gonna win. You know he's gonna win,
Yes.
but it's the hype of how he does it and the build to it that makes it like just so
Because
amazing.
he does lose in the show, but it is very few times.
It's like super scripted.
Yeah, and it is always bullshit things like his engine blows up or some
Oh,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, he money shifts, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It was a whole thing of where he was like mentally like, I don't know what I'm doing. So then his car's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like it's very,
it's stupid. But
It's on the list. There's a lot on the list.
yeah, I mean the other thing, but I mean I've never really thought of you as like a JDM person though.
No, not really.
I will say
I like cars enough, but I'm not going hyper on any of them.
yeah, so I will say Initial D, the opposite of that is it definitely bred a lot of people to really get into like JDM cars.
Oh, I freaking not my whole thigh, but parts of my thigh are tattooed with the different cars from the different stages from the manga.
For people who don't know what JDM means, it's Japanese domestic market. Yeah, which is just talking about a lot of the Japanese cars in this show because it's set in Japan, obviously, which were big in the drifting scene at that time. And one of them, which is the main car of the show, was the Toyota AE86, which is a Corolla from the 80s who became famous because of, what's his name again? The Drift King's name? This is a real guy, by the way.
I was gonna say, what is it, Kang
I know who
Song,
you're
but that's
talking
not
about.
it.
So there was a guy who
It's
was
not Kang
massive for like drifting in Japan in the 80s and the 90s. Drift King.
That car
Real.
is way more expensive than it should be. Yeah.
That's what
We looked it up a few weeks.
I figured.
yeah, Kiichi Tsuchiya. Oh fuck, I used to know Japanese. Well, I'm fucking so bad in that. But he was like a professional drifting race car driver for years, and he drove in some of his things. He's famous for driving an AE86. For people who don't know, I'll get an AE86 up.
He's in Fast and Furious 3.
Yeah, because he was that popular. He's like really, really big. He drove one of these. For people who haven't seen it, it's a fucking old Corolla for people who are listening. This car, it was the main car in Initial D. And one reason that people love this show, I feel like, is because it's sort of the underdog car. Because it's like, it's a good drifting car, but it's a fucking Corolla.
I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand because like the whole boom or where all this came from is when Japan had the economic boom. So like
Yes.
a teenager could modify and go nuts with cars. But like, surely like it's the same. You remember the episode where Takumi drives his friends? It's the A85. He gets it on accident.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, my car's shit. It will never be good." And then Takumi drives it, and the whole time he's like, "This is terrible." But he throws it around corners, and his friend's like, "Oh, this actually inspires me to
get
be
better."
Yeah.
But you're right. That was another thing. The car was a very good, reliable car for what it was. But this car, the A86, because of Initial D and because of the Drift King, the price of these things went through the fucking roof.
Yeah,
We saw the price of one like what last week or something.
We
on
went-
car
I think it was,
sales.
yeah, we went
looked
on
a while
another
ago.
rabbit hole.
There's one local that has a lot of the time you see them. They've got the exact same paint job as the one from the anime, which is black and white. Well, white with a black stripe and the black bottom, but it also says Fujiwara Tofu on the side of it because that's part of the show. It's his dad's tofu delivery car. You see these fucking everywhere. Like I say everywhere, but I've seen more people customize an A86 to be this certain style and seen them in public than anything else ever. More than the Fast and Furious cars, more than everything.
I was gonna say Toyota for the what is it? For the GR86. They released a actual body kit to turn it into the
this.
A86.
It's fucking massive. But these, have you got one up, Ben?
Yeah, it was 60,000 with 220,000 Ks.
Which is crazy for a car from 1986.
Yeah.
It is also a Corolla.
It is a
from-
Corolla from 1986. And there is realistically, it is a good drifting car, but it is just because of this show and everything, nothing else really makes it worth that price.
Yeah, it's the same as like you said before with the looks. I've seen so many people get like cars that they use in the show, like Skylines.
Yeah, it's not like an
Sevens,
R32
and they-
or something
and
like
it's-
that.
They,
Yeah.
you know, you customize it to look whatever. But everyone I see that's had like an A86, doesn't matter what version, they will always make it try to look like Fujiwara Tofu.
Exactly. There's like very occasionally you see these red versions.
Yeah.
But I have never seen something have such a cultural impact. If you see this car, it is always looking identical. Or people, like for people who don't know, there's I think it was like the 2000s Toyota Celica. Yeah, I have seen a fuck ton of these around with the Fujiwara Tofu drip on it or the paint job.
We used to have one.
You used to have one. Oh.
Yeah, it was just sitting in the shed. It needed a lot of work. And
Yeah.
It just sat there and just sat there.
Rusted away.
Yeah.
No, it was perfect condition. I think just the engine was just fucked and it was just kind of too much effort to fix it.
But just because it was episode 86, thought would get Jacob in, talk about Initial D and how epic it is. There was a sequel series. It's something.
MF Ghost, terrible.
Yeah, it's not very good. But I really recommend people watch at least the first season of Initial D. It has got fucking terrible CG for the cars and the drifting, but it is so endearing. I love it. I would not want it to change.
It's the and it's the same too. It's kind of because gaming podcast. It's cool to get into it now because same thing. The new Horizon, they have like some of
Forza
the
Horizon,
some of the Togs or Togeys
Yeah.
modeled directly from the real life versions and or the ones from the show because the show's a model off.
Do they not have the mountain track appearing in the game as well?
I think they have Mount Arcana.
Yeah, I think they have.
They do.
Mount
They
Arcana,
announced it with the latest
So
gameplay.
for people who don't know, a Toge is basically like the downhill like drifting course essentially, and a lot of the time will be down a mountain in Japan, and it will have a lot of twists and turns. And like Jacob said, the new Forza Horizon, they've put them all in there, which I think such a smart idea. I'm very tempted to buy this game just for that. Forza's cool. I've always think Forza's cool. I was like, I might pick it up because of that. I'm very tempted to buy it day one. It is it's cool. I bought Need for Speed 2016. Remember the live action one?
Yeah.
that game had so much potential.
Yeah, I bought that, and one of the starting vehicles you could get was an A86, and I bought it. I fully customized it like the car from Initial D, and I played the fuck out of that game just because of that.
Oh,
And I had heaps of fun.
Yeah,
My
no.
go-to is always an Eclipse. I have to make it that deep purple, and I run it every single time.
Gotcha. No, because like Assetto Corsa, I know a lot of people use it for the actual real life racing, but I only got it because there's a mod you can get that can convert it to the where you can challenge just random people to do runs down the mountain. And I was like, this is all I need.
This is what you
I
need.
was
Yep.
going to say, playing Grand Theft Auto with Jacob, half of his garage seems to all be just JDM style cars.
Well, I will say JDM cars just always do seem cooler.
Well, he always focuses on drift stuff like that. Whatever, that ridiculous thing you've got that just like it's impossible for it to hold a straight line. Like the second you tap the accelerator, it's just like zoop.
Oh yeah, I was
straight out
having
the
heaps
side.
of fun, and I'm like, oh yeah, Brock, have a go of this, and he's like, this sucks.
I could not get behind this car. It just.
I'm not a massive car guy. I did get into JDM and like some car scene for a while when I was into Initial D for a few years. But what do you guys think are the coolest cars coming out at the moment? Because I feel like a lot of cars are really boring.
The Toyotas.
You think they're Toyotas?
Toyota's on top at the moment.
The only other thing I was saying is I really like a lot of the electric cars coming out. That's probably more for just the drive and the experience of driving it, not having like just a beastly car, which some of them also are.
The only one that jumps out is the Hyundai Envision, the hydrogen fueled one that they were
Yes,
going to do.
I was just or
That one's cool.
the Hyundai from the concept car from like 4 or 5 years ago that looks like an old
That's the
station
Vision.
yeah.
No, the Vision's the one that looks sort of like a AA6, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the hydrogen one, like the old school looking.
What was it? Envision.
Yeah.
74.
No, this is not the one I'm thinking of. I am also thinking of this one is fucking hectic.
Yeah.
For people who haven't seen, this is a concept car that Hyundai thought of. Very like, well,
It's very cyberpunk, but
very angular, which I always like in cars.
Yeah.
Really cool. There was another one.
apparently they're making that into an actual car. And
there was such a high demand. They went, yep, no longer a concept.
Because there
I
was
hate the
two.
idea.
There was
This
two.
one, the Heritage.
That is kind of good.
People really like. This is also a concept car. It's like the LED lights, like full like actual mini LEDs all around it. It looks really cool.
It's like car driving in like 90s like cartoon background with the full bright lights.
Yeah.
Back when they were like, this car needs a wooden belt around it.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of cars that are so stagnant now, and they all look the same.
Well, it's because I watched a documentary on it, and it's before. It's kind of like with games or any form of like creation from back in the day. It's just we'll take a look, we'll give it a bit of a personality, go from there. But now a lot of it's geared towards what can appeal to look somewhat futuristic, like which our modern version of futuristic is like a bit lame or not as cool.
Yeah.
And what's like aggressive. So like a lawyer could get it right and be like, oh, I look like an outdoorsman. So a lot of these lights are geared to look very angular and aggressive, but it just, all companies do it. Now it just loses its own personality.
It's like when all the front grills and front ends of like all the everyday cars, like in Australia especially, they've all got the European design now. Like it's all rounded fronts and it's like not as sharp, and it's just like you look at a Mazda 3 or like an Audi or something from Europe and they all look identical, just one's a lot cheaper and a lot shitter.
Yeah. I mean, like look at I used to really love the front looking ends of BMWs, and I know when they did the double kidney, the other things I heard is, wow, that looks really sick, or it's a giant pig nose.
Yeah. I don't know. They've got to find the sweet balance of it, and if we can get more cars like the Envision 74, that would be hectic.
Yeah, they won't, or it's always going to be at that really high end that's going to cost a bomb.
Yeah, the high end's still pretty good. Like Toyota's GR-GT, that looks like it's going to be hectic.
Yeah. Aren't they releasing a new Supra as well?
Always love a Supra.
I think they're doing a new Celica GR,
Yeah.
which would be cool. And a Supra, and they're releasing an electric version, or new Lexus LFA,
Yeah.
which will be electric.
I've also heard
What
that.
criminal.
What is everyone's thoughts on electric cars?
I don't like them.
Don't like them?
We
I
talked a
don't like
little bit about them, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
Like one of my mates has one,
Yep.
my dad has one. I think they're perfectly fine. I'm sure at some stage in my life I'll be getting one, but I love the sound of an actual proper petrol engine.
I like the speed concept of it, but I also want it to sound cool.
I was gonna say there are moments like glimpses where I think it looks cool. Like take Need for Speed Heat for example. On the front is a Polestar 1, which is a hybrid engine, and you look at that thing with the body kit and everything, and you're like, that actually looks sick. Or there were talks at the start where it's like, oh, because all the sounds are programmed, if you could find a way to crack an electronic car, you can make your own sounds for engine noise and stuff. And that sounds funny.
But I could be like, oh,
imagine
today
if you're-
Aventador, and then just be able to change it
Every
each
time
day.
you rev.
Yeah, no, things like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would be so cool if we could do that. I would be more
I
behind
wouldn't be
it.
surprised if that's an eventual thing, but I know people will ruin it. I personally think with electric cars, if it was as an everyday car, I think they're perfect and they're really getting there. If I was the type of person who had a lot of time and money, I would want a petrol car to go be a dickhead on a track or something. That would be hectic. But utility-wise, I don't need a car to sound cool to get me to work.
Yeah, but I would feel a lot better going to work in a GT3 RS than I would an electric car.
Okay, you've gone too far. Just
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
everyone would feel better going to work in a GT3 RS, but we wouldn't need to go to work if we
Yeah.
had one.
My
When I
Toyota
was-
Orion does the job.
Yeah, you
That's
can do
'cause-
the job and you can do the job well.
That's because the Toyota Orion is goated as fuck.
I do.
When it wants to start properly.
Yeah. Oh, well, it does start properly. It just, I think that needs a new starter motor. But I will say, I got a 2008 Toyota Orion. I'm surprised how many like cool features are in that thing for how old it is. Electric seats, everything like that. Like I had to move your seat today to get my computer in the car, and I was like, it's really cool that my car you can just go. I mean, it takes a while.
Yeah, it does. My car's wasn't exactly built for comfort though.
Yeah. Why would I have a practical car?
Loud and fast.
Yeah.
But then you got very insulted when my girlfriend said that you and Zach's cars look like little toy cars.
They are. We have go-karts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're fine with it. Yeah.
I own a small hatchback.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
own
be
it.
laughing at either of you. My car's are
Yeah,
smaller
you have
than
a
both of yours.
Yeah, but
like-
that's not like part of your personality.
I like
no,
small.
I'm not a car guy at all.
Getting free cars is, but
I like small hatchbacks because they go around corners fast and they're fun to drive.
Little rally boxes.
Yeah,
Brum, 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 brum.
How much wheel spin you had lately, Zach?
not that much. That was just one bad
It
time.
was fucking Saturday.
No, I did send it a bit, didn't I? Sorry, Mr. Sleeping,
Yeah.
trying to get us to work on time.
It's all right as long as he doesn't fly out of the car park at work.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Or hit someone in the car.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Yo, do you guys remember freaking Garry's mod, bro?
No, I never played
God,
it.
yes.
Do you never play Garry's mod?
No.
I also never played it.
What the fuck?
Okay, you might. Well, I don't know about. Actually, no. You said just earlier you did. You two are probably the only ones at the table who actually played. I've heard of it. I've watched.
You
Plenty
never
of stuff.
played Garry's mod?
No.
Real quick, Jacob.
God, yeah.
God, yeah. So for people who don't know, Garry's mod is probably the most popular mod, most famous mod of all time. It was a mod for Half-Life 2 where it basically turned it into like just a sandbox fuck around game. It itself turned into a game. Valve allowed Garry, I don't think his name's Newman. I think it might be Gary Newman actually, to release it as a standalone game on Steam, and they're like, yeah, we'll just take 50% of the profits or 50% of it, which is hectic because it completely uses Half-Life 2's and then Counter-Strike Source and all the Valve games assets, everything.
So many other games have started as a concept inside Garry's mod.
Yeah. Trouble in Terrorist Town, that was a mode in Garry's mod. I mean,
Prop
I don't
Hunt.
think... Yeah, Prop Hunt. There's a bunch of other shit that I can't think of. But really big. I didn't know recently. I think Garry's mod is the highest selling game ever on Steam. It's like 25.7 million copies or something.
That's crazy.
Where it was $10 game, and you just divide that by half. So Garry's mod was made by a company called Face Punch, which was Garry's company. Another big game they've made is called Rust, for people who didn't know. They've released a new game this week or last week. It's called S&Box. It's supposed to be Sandbox. It is supposed to be the spiritual successor to Garry's mod. And essentially it's been made in Source 2. So which is the engine that Valve uses for a lot of their games now. That's what Counter-Strike 2 uses. I don't know what else uses it yet. Maybe Half-Life Alyx does as well. It might be old enough to use it. Sandbox released. It's been getting pretty bad reviews.
Oh, really?
Yes. But I also think from everything I've seen, there's a lot of people who are expecting this to be what Garry's Mod is now with this new game.
Yeah.
So Sandbox allows you to basically make whatever you want game-wise. Garry's Mod was always confined into basically being, this is a game mode inside of a Half-Life mod.
Yeah.
Sandbox looks like it's its own engine essentially, where all modding tools, and you can make whatever. Like in their trailer, I'll try and get it up. There is a bunch of different games that they've got in there.
I remember seeing something about this, but I just didn't look any further.
Yeah, so it's $30, just came out. This is a quick little video here.
I think you were right. I think it is Gary Newman because one of the characters' heads has Gary Newman above it.
Oh, yeah. This is all stuff you can do inside of Sandbox. And basically you can make whatever type of thing. It's very much like Garry's Mod. You've got all like your prop guns and your shit like that. You can do little stupid things, or you can make your own games inside of it, whatever. It's been getting ripped to shreds. Like, yeah, look, it's got its own like level editor and all your intense stuff. All this looks really cool and really promising. And I think one of the big things they were saying is that, you can make your own games in here and sell them. So you can basically just, create, publish, and get paid. Sort of like, I think like Roblox. I don't know if they're, published to Steam, looks like. So you can make your own games inside of it.
It'll just be going through the workshop or something, yeah.
Oh, no, it looked like it was just like completely normal. But you can make so much different things in it. Sort of like Roblox, but a bit more adult. But people have been really ripping into it. It's got mixed reviews. And at least from what I've seen, I could be wrong, it seems like a lot of the people are expecting it to kind of be at the level as what Garry's Mod is now after being out for nearly 20 years or 20 plus years. That's a long review. Opposed to, it's still very early days. This game has only just launched on Steam. A lot of this stuff's gonna take a while. Like down here's a review. Not enough content for players, not enough players for developers. DOA. Do you think, since Sandbox is getting shit reviews from the start and there's a lower player base, do you think it's fair to say that there's not enough content yet for a game like this, since it's sort of relying on the player base to make it?
Yeah, I would say so, but the problem is, if it gets all of this negative review at the start, it's unlikely people are going to pick it up. It's never going to get that traction for people to be, hey, there's a worthwhile player base there for me to develop stuff for.
Yeah.
The tricky thing is, though, if to get all that stuff in the game before it launches, they've got to pay more people to do heaps of work that can take 6-12 months.
Yes.
And then put it in there. Like, if you got base modes in there, you go, okay, cool, whatever, now build off this. It's still going to take time.
Yeah, but that's when you do what like Armor did. So they have Armor 3 now, and they're looking to do Armor 4. But even I can't remember the publisher. They acknowledge
Bohemia Interactive.
Yeah, because they acknowledge that like Daisy or that all the modding community drives it super hard. I think they have something called the Armor Reforger, and it's just the engine of Armor 4 that they're going to use. But they've given it out as like, you can play test the game, but it's secretly more so that modders can make mods for it. So when the game arrives, the content's already there.
It's been out for a couple of years at least, because half the people coming in asking for, like, if they're looking for stuff for Armor, they're wanting something that can run Armor Reforger.
Yeah.
Half the people coming in looking for PCs asking for it are just like, no, I need high-end stuff.
Yeah, so it's a bit sad because I've been excited for this. This game's been basically, it got announced years ago, and I've been seeing footage for a long time, and it seemed really promising, really cool to have a way to have all this new content made in just like a newer engine, I guess, because some of the stuff they're doing in Roblox is in fucking insane. But that game is old as fuck, and it is definitely still directed at children. If you had that in a bit more of an adult fashion, would be hectic. And it looks like this is what could have been that. The upside with this is that Face Punch they are a small studio, but funding wise, I don't think they're worried. They've got Garry's Mod behind their back. So Ben, do you mind? I think it was 26.7 million.
Yeah, no
Can you times that by 5 real quick, and we can see roughly what they would have made by Garry's Mod. I think that's how much Garry's Mod has sold. And then also fucking Rust. Rust has been one of the biggest games in the last 10 years.
It's got its resurgence at the moment as well. There's massive like streamer Rust servers and stuff that are going
Well,
ballistic.
they do that every like year, 18 months. There's always like big streamers will jump on and start playing Rust again. And people who play Rust fucking play it.
Yes.
It's
Peanut
big.
jumped on it and they're like, oh, we want all our friends to do it. And then they're just like, every Rust pro's gone to it. Like everyone's playing it now.
Yeah.
What was
Should
was
be
it
about
26?
130 mil.
Yeah, I did that math in my head. But
What was it?
Should
what
be
was
about
it?
130 mil.
130 million. That's crazy. I mean, that's stretched over. I think the first official version of Garry's mod that was paid on Steam was like around 2006, so about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Still a lot of money to spend every year if they were out of money. And there'll be a lot of other hidden costs. If it was
yeah, for
only
sure.
a fraction of that, half of that, that's a lot of money. And then also on top, Rust, massive success, and it'll cost a lot more money. Mm-hmm. Massive, massive, massive success.
It does interest me though. Like
It does.
Sandbox.
Yeah, no, I think I'm tempted to pick it up just because of the amount of hours I had in Garry's mod originally.
Yeah.
And that's probably my most played game ever. We've talked about games that he got the most value out of.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
always said Battlefield 4 because I got it for $14 pre-owned and put like 800 hours into it. Garry's mod, I feel like I put so much time into.
I was gonna say, like, just give it more time, and I'm sure people, because Garry's mod is the only game I've played where it's like, okay, I wanted to do like Star Wars RP. Yep, you can absolutely do that.
Yes.
Oh, I actually just want to do dumb, like prop hunt. Okay, you can do that. Like, there is literally a game for like anything you want.
There's entire YouTube channels that like their entire thing is just built off playing different modes.
Yeah, like
and
fucking
games.
Vanos. What,
I was
isn't
about
it
to
GTA
say-
and Garry's mod?
Yeah, if without Garry's mod, his audience would be half what it is.
Yeah, and I don't know. Fuck, I had a point about it, but it must have been a lie.
We should make a game.
All right, get on it, Ben.
Fuck that.
We can't even fucking make more than an episode of a podcast a week. We're not making a fucking game.
Not
You know how
true.
to
At one
code?
point, we were making 2 episodes a week. We're only releasing them once a week, so we're making.
Yeah, and how did that go?
Secrets.
A lot of we in this conversation.
Tom was getting very burnt out. That
Yeah,
was what
I
happened.
still am. I shouldn't be pooing as much.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Um,
Keep forgetting your teeth are blue.
Yeah, I've been
yeah, he's
drinking.
been sucking off Sonic.
I've been drinking a blue drink, so yeah, my inside of my mouth.
Drinking
is
a blue
really
drink.
bad.
You drank 8, like,
Well, did you not
80% of it.
realize what it
I
was?
didn't. That's hectic.
I've been drinking
He's been
out of
drink-
this for the last 3-4 hours,
Oh.
and Jacob
Sure.
has only just noticed that it's Sonic.
You also finished like 80% of the bottle before we started filming.
He's been drinking Sonic cum this whole time.
Yeah, and that's his cum chalice.
That
cum-
is
the
his
cum
cum
chalice.
chalice.
Yeah. Oh, me bomba.
Electric blue.
Yep.
Doom, 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 doom. Boom, boom, boom.
Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, this is thrilling content, guys. I'm
It
sure
is.
everyone's
Looking-
so happy to watch this.
Deftones?
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we got still got time.
Yo, so freaking, have you heard of a pony? Maybe a white one. Jacob and Zach, this is crazy. Both the guests have got their own segment this week. We've got our weekly, as of this week, and ends this week segment about Deftones.
God, yeah.
So these two went to Deftones last night. Change. Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, they were really good. They were really hectic.
Yeah.
It was crazy because we thought, I was like, the whole time, I was
Thought it
like,
was
okay, we're
family.
going to wait for the set list for Saturday's show because we went Sunday. And we're like, oh, we'll see, like, off that, I'll know what's going to happen on Sunday. They completely switched it. Like, like they didn't advertise. I know with King Giz, they did like, oh, we're doing our new stuff and we're going to do.
Yeah, and then on the other shows, it was just like they're completely different set lists. I don't
Yeah.
think it's one song repeated between the 2 nights.
No,
Or 3 nights, sorry.
That's what this was like. This was like on Saturday. It was like, I think 3 things from the new
It
album.
was like poser shit.
Yeah, it was like 3 things from the new album. And then the rest was like, okay, here's White Pony, here's Around the Fur, here's all that. And then the one we went to, majority of it was their new album. And then,
Oh, okay.
so it was actually pretty hectic.
It was, yeah, they were really good live. They were better in concert than they were at a festival.
I feel like that's nearly every band.
Yeah.
That's a very common
It
thing.
is common.
Unless
I
it's a
think
new artist. I feel like they're basically the same.
I just didn't expect them to be that much better live, like in the concert than in the festival.
I will admit there were like certain songs like the same thing, Change in the House of Flies. I'm like, oh, I hear it all the time. I don't think this is going to be that great live. And then I saw it and I was like, okay, I'm wrong. That was hectic.
Yeah, My Own Summer is pretty. I think was the best part of it.
I was gonna say it was also one of the only shows I've been to where like when Chino or any of like he would be like, okay, everyone jump. Everyone actually did just get up, and I was like, oh, usually like even people when you're seated, they're just sitting there and it's like, yep, I'm not moving, but everyone like.
I feel like Deftones is one that if the people who are into Deftones are into Deftones. And it was a big turnout. There's a lot of people at the concert. I saw a lot of people that I knew that went that I was like, oh, you like Deftones?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were playing. I would have bought a ticket if I knew they were playing.
Damn, I should have told you.
Yeah, you should have.
He's like, I'm buying a ticket for Jacob, and now I just hope he can come. And this was on the way to work one
I
morning.
literally just bought him the ticket and like was like, Jacob, you're coming to Deftones with me.
Yeah, no.
That's what we did with Poppy as well.
And then I was gonna say, then we bullied Pip into getting a ticket from Marketplace. So good.
Oh, it worked. Yeah, you're right about how like some artists are better just like as their own concert opposed to in a festival. Like I saw Megadeth at Knotfest like 4 years ago, and they were good. I just wanted to see them because one of my favorite bands, and they're playing this year like their concert, them and Iron Maiden. I'm like, I think I need to go and compare. Like they're getting old, and Dave Mustaine sounds like a fucking rusty nail, even more so than he did in the 90s. But I've got to go see that, and I feel like it's going to be so much better in a stadium. Same with Iron Maiden. I feel like I just need to fucking see them. It's Iron Maiden.
Oh, I was gonna say like I love this show, but I will always think back to when I saw, I can't remember what album it was for Iron Maiden, but like the theatrics.
Yes.
Insane.
Bruce Dickinson still goes hard, and he would be in his 70s surely at this point, but he's running around, he's fucking going crazy. Yeah.
Bro's got like, what is it? He had like throat cancer for a hot minute.
Yeah, he
still
did,
tries to play Aces High and stuff like that.
Well, so did fucking Dave Mustaine, but his voice sounded shit before. He had throat cancer. Could still play like a motherfucker though. Is there any concerts that you guys have coming up or want?
I got Foo Fighters at the end of the year.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
When was the last concert you went to, Brock? If you've ever been to one.
I'm not that big into live music. No.
I'm not into music, yeah.
There's
Live
Loathe
music, thank
this
you.
week, but I don't really want to go because it's at King Street and I can't be fucked to drive to Sydney again. But I really want to see them as well.
Yeah.
That's a very, very fair shout.
And then
Sydney's a lot.
Spiderbait is like July,
Spiderbait's
but
good.
I will be overseas when that happens, so I can't go see them. Very first world problem.
There's a lot of concerts on while we're overseas.
Yeah.
I might make my own band.
I was going to
Gotcha.
say, one point I did want to bring up because it was kind of funny was the same thing for Pip. It was her first time in the mosh pit. And she fucking loved it. I was worried
really
the whole
into it, yeah.
time, or like she was also worried that she might get overstimulated because we went to Laneway. And
That's a whole different crowd though.
No, but that's what I'm
cooked.
saying. It's crazy how Laneway, we weren't anywhere near the stage, crammed. I had people trying to pull my pants off. It was terrible. Like, that's what I mean. Just weird shit. And it was just like, okay, all these people are fucking obnoxious. It ruined it for me. And then it's like, okay, now we're in Deftones. I saw like a lady rip off her jumpsuit. She was just naked in the pit. People rowing, people doing dumb shit, everyone jumping. But it was still like, well, that was infinitely better.
It was like a cool vibe. How was the pit compared to Pantera?
Well, we were actually in the pit. We weren't like up the front. I think Pantera was probably the most fucked crowd I've been in.
Yeah.
But I think it's because we planned on standing at the front
front,
because
yeah.
we knew that's what would have happened.
Yes. So I don't know if I talked about this. I don't think that podcast was around yet, but Zach and I went to Knotfest 2 years ago now.
Yeah,
we went to Knotfest because we wanted to see Pantera. Pantera's performed in a long time. They came back, half the members are dead, both the Abbott brothers. But we went to see Pantera. I'd been to Knotfest the year before. I was like, it was a pretty fucked crowd. That was fucked. We were not at the barrier. We had like a person or two in front of us.
We had Lamb of God beforehand on the side of like where Pantera was performing, and then after that it was Disturbed while we were waiting for that.
Yep.
So we were waiting on the Pantera side while Disturbed was playing because we wanted to see Pantera.
Yep.
it got like the second they started playing, it was like
insane. It was like it was already crazy, but a switch flipped, and it was. I remember looking over at Zach, and you look like you turned into a ghost.
yeah.
You're like,
it was complete. I would have been fine, but my hair kept getting stuck. Like
Yes,
people kept pulling my hair down, and that was the issue I was having. It was just down
but
the whole time.
I have never seen more people faint standing up. It was so bumper to bumper. You like this. Like there was chicks getting pulled over by the secchies every 10 seconds. Like I'm like, oh yeah, this is a crazy show, blah, blah, blah. I'd never seen a show like this. I mean, like online, but in person.
Yeah.
I was still enjoying myself.
Oh, I had a fucking
I did have to
time.
back out at some point, but that's
Yeah.
because we were doing it for like 20 minutes at that point.
We disappeared. Like Zach was next to me by the end of the set. No idea where he was. We had to hope that we could meet each other at the front.
Yeah, every time I hear you guys talk about concerts, every time I hear Laura talk about concerts, I'm just like, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Not every concert's like that.
I'm well aware. Same thing. Like I've seen online good and bad, but it's just every time I've heard you guys talk about the ones in recent years, I'm just like, count me out.
That's
the second
Pantera.
you
that's a big
mentioned
one,
people pulling your hair, I was like, fuck no.
I don't think they were doing. No, they weren't like actually pulling it.
It was just stuff
getting
that was
between,
so
just like getting
close.
caught between people. and
Okay,
it was
that's a
getting
little
pulled
bit better
down.
because I was like, there's only one person who can pull my
They
hair.
weren't-
That's
they-
no one else.
Tom.
They weren't actually pulling my hair. Bring Me the Horizon, pretty awesome live as well.
Yeah.
I saw them at Good Things, same time as this one, Deftones 2022.
Yeah.
No, he has a very good stage presence. There was like
Yes.
6 pits at the same time.
Yeah.
It was pretty hectic.
Yeah, no, my fave concerts were probably still King Gizzard. That was so good last year. I'd never seen a concert like that though, where everyone was, well, not everyone, but most people on the same page.
Yeah.
Like I'd never seen someone, there was the only people when I went to see King Gizzard at the second show, and more, it was very much, there was a couple of older guys who were ready to just fight people, just like older, they're always fucking tall, bald guys. And they were just ready to like, what the fuck, bro? Move out of my fucking way. Like with their girlfriend or something. And everyone else there is chilling. I'd never been to a show where someone like in front of me turned around like, oh, you look like a big fan. You can stand at the front. And it's like, oh, well, thank you. He's like, yeah, I've already seen him 80 times. It's like, well, super fans, but then also they're nice and letting you have a better spot.
Yeah.
I told him no, I wanted to stand next to my girlfriend. Fucking idiot lizard.
Did you know that
I
word?
was gonna say Poppy was actually pretty
Poppy
good.
was probably one of the best pits I've been in. It was
Yeah.
like, I was like, oh, Jacob's like, when this song comes on, we'll go in. I was like, sounds good. I'm trying to put my shit in my little bag in my pocket, and then this hand comes out of nowhere and then just like drags me in, and I'm already on my face because like he pulled me out and I fell straight over. And then he's like, oh, we'll pick you back up. Everyone picks me up. Next minute, 2 seconds, pit goes one way, and then I get flung. Someone takes my legs out, and I'm just on the floor. There's like 3 pit. It was fucking ridiculous. And this
But it
was
was
not
fun, though.
This is not a big room.
This is why my rule for concerts now is I don't bring bags. I don't bring anything.
Yeah.
I will bring my phone and that's it. And I usually have pants where it's a zipper for my pocket.
No, funny speaking about that. Zach, if you want to tell about Deftones.
Oh yeah. It was at Kudos.
Yep.
Kudos
Arena.
They apparently just don't let like a backpack size. Like I don't have a very big backpack. They just don't let you bring a backpack in.
No, it's
No.
got to be like 15 by 15 centimeters.
ridiculous.
It's
Like I don't want to have to carry my shirt around the shirt I bought around all night. I probably could have just put it in my bag. But
I
still.
talked to Jacob about this at Poppy. I was like, next time I go to a concert that I know I'm going to buy merch, I'm buying like a $12 t-shirt from Kmart and then wearing it in there, and it's getting changed into whatever I bought.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like
Yeah.
saves having to fucking carry 2 shirts around.
The last few smaller shows I've been to, they've had like a closet. Like when I went to King Gizzard, bought like this shirt and a bunch of shit. Just put it in there. It was like $2 for the night. That was hectic. But
I've left some.
not everywhere does.
They wouldn't let me bring my bag in. Like I was like normally because you can bring a backpack into a concert. It's normal.
It depends on the ones,
yeah,
but yeah.
I know. Then they made me. Then they charged me fucking $10 for the cloakroom.
Yeah.
That was
It's
fuck.
not uncommon.
Because I remember, I think I went to Pearl Jam. I don't think I was allowed to bring my bag into that
Yeah.
either, or something. Or one of the other ones I saw. They definitely didn't charge me then. I don't know. So fuck me, I guess.
But it was
depends
also
on the
like
event organizers.
I was gonna say, but it also just felt like a little bit more bullshit because then when we went to go through the like security screening, they were like, "Oh, you have a vape? No, got to go back to bag check. And it was like, okay, so now we have to get out of the line, re-enter another line to do that, to just come back to this line. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah. Are there any bands that, like, if you heard they were doing I'm pretty sure we asked this last time, are there any bands you'd immediately drop big money on
System of a
seeing?
Down.
Yeah, I said Metallica last week, but yeah, I'm with Zach. System of a Down. I'd do big money. I really want to see them.
Maybe Rammstein, but more System of a Down.
I've seen some of the Rammstein shows. They look fucking ridiculous.
I would
yeah.
big money for Aphex Twin.
Oh God, yeah.
I would love to go to an Aphex Twin show. That would be just an experience. I wouldn't hear any song that I want because he fucking rarely plays like any of his big songs at all. That would definitely be a big one for me.
Did Jimmy Eat World just do a concert or something?
They were supports for My Chemical Romance.
Okay, that's why I would have seen them recently. Yeah.
I would probably go, I don't know, like realistically, either like Spirit Box because I love them,
Yep.
but also King Gizzard, like straight up, I haven't. I want to.
I will be going to see them again. That was such a fucking good show and so long, but in a good way, and it was such a vibe. I'd love to see it,
What's the, like, for those bands you just named, is there a price there? Like, is there a certain price you'd look at and go, that's a bit too much for me? Like,
I don't know.
What's
Tom
the
was ready to
most-
drop
What
big
I
money
can
for
afford.
pit tickets.
what she can afford?
Yeah.
My soul.
Yeah, I was preparing for Snake Pick tickets. I was looking at, I said last week that they were like 10K. They weren't. I looked it up. They go out to like 4K. That's like with the meet and greet. But yeah, I would have done that, but I also don't know if I'd want to do the meet and greet.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Is
every
that
time
going back to like a don't meet your heroes sort of viewpoint, or is it
not
a
really? I already know who is and isn't a dickhead in that band and like how they are. Like there's so much online. They're all nice enough though, and I think over time they've mellowed out a lot more with Metallica. But whenever I've gone to like a fan meeting experience for something, I always get so cringed out because there's always those people that I get secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah,
Especially
I
when they're
hear
over
that.
the top and they just don't have the social awareness. And there's nothing wrong with people going to do that, but I've been to so many of those events and I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
It also feels like obviously the reason you would want to go is to like meet, you know, your hero, so to speak, and do all that. But it feels so impersonal when you actually do it because it's like a 5-second in and out. Hello, photo, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you got something for me to sign? All right, good to meet you.
Yeah, legitimately. Like
It's why I don't bother lining up. Like the few times I've gone to Comic-Con and that, it's just, or Supernova or anything like I'm happy to go to those places, even though there's like way too many people for my liking usually. I'm happy to wander like Artist Alley and everything, but the second it's like, oh, we got to go down here so we can meet such and such. Like, no, thanks.
I feel like those experiences at a con are the way most impersonal.
They really are.
Like they're not a personal experience. It's such a transactional thing compared to everything else.
The best experience I've had meeting an actual, I mean, not celebrity, but meeting an actual person at a con was we went into
Pop culture icon.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, pop culture icon. And I don't even remember the guy's name because we'd gone there to meet him.
So good.
Laura,
Rip.
okay, it was Laura wanted to meet this guy because he voice acted in some show she'd watched.
Remember who you are.
We'd gone into the room because Sean Dragon Ball Z.
Kingston. Sean Schimmel.
Yes, and who's the other guy? The other
Chris
big
Sabat.
Yes, thank you. I cannot remember names. I'm terrible with them.
Huh?
They'd been on the panel just before. We'd gone in and we'd seen all of them. And same thing, all the secondhand embarrassment from people asking all the dumb. How did you get into voice acting?
How do I become a voice actor?
Yeah, all of basically, yeah, all of the dumbass shit that's been asked them 30,000 times before. They left. We stayed in the room because this other guy that Laura wanted to see came in. Most of the room emptied. There was maybe 8 people left in the room. We were all spread out, and he immediately sits down at the front of the stage. He's like, no, everyone come up to the front. We're going to do this face to face. We all moved up to the front, and it was great. We talked to him for maybe, I think it was like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's just talking, like it was 8 of us there. He's just answering questions, chatting with us, going through all this stuff. The best experience I've had meeting someone at a con.
Yeah.
And you don't remember his name.
I do not remember his name at all. I could message Laura and she'd probably be like, oh, such and such. He's been in all this. She's the
We
one
don't
who...
care enough. It's okay.
No.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can't think of any other ones. I found that picture of me and Kojima the other day. That have you seen this?
No.
There's a picture. Oh,
You got to pull it up on the
I
big
can't.
screen.
I don't have a way. I'll try and put it up there in the edit. It was taken on a camera. I don't have the SD card. It was on a mate's camera. Never got the photo, but I took a photo of the back of the screen. So this is going back a while now. I'm going to put this up on the screen when I show Jacob me and Kojima. Yeah, I know, I look like a completely different
That's
person.
hectic though. I
Yeah.
rate it.
Shout out. I was wearing a Mega 64 shirt. Epic. And he signed my copies of Metal Gear.
Which you've got behind you.
I got one of them.
That one's upstairs, I think.
Maybe I got two. I don't remember. But yeah, I might meet another guy soon. Who knows?
But yeah, cons and festivals. Too many
Condi's
people
nuts.
for me.
Got him.
Yeah. Do you guys do you think you want to go to a convention anytime soon?
I'd like to go to actual Comic-Con, but I have no intention of going to another one in Sydney ever again.
Unless there is something hectic, I do not want to go. I do
Games
not
convention, maybe? Like an actual video game one?
That would
maybe.
be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah,
But
can't afford it at the moment, but games one, sure.
That last one was a cool experience, but it was also like I've had my fill. We saw 6 fairies before we even got to the place.
I have been. I mean, we went to that Oz Comic Con one a few years ago. Because you came, didn't you, Zach? Yeah.
Pick him up.
Yeah, we did. And we were, why so serious? The whole way home.
Fuck, I was ready to blow a lid. They kept fucking with my music and trying to get like, hey Google, play Pooh song. And I was like, it's fucking like 8 o'clock at night. I'm ready to fucking go to bed.
I was in a good mood. I just
was
kept
ready
saying,
to just turn
hey
the phone
Google, play Why So Serious song. 3 months being Joker.
It was not a fun. I was fucking ready to lose it.
We went to that con. That's the most recent one, but besides that, I went to probably 4 or 5 other ones in the 2010s. They're all the same.
They are.
They really are. I went to, that was a RTX Sydney that I saw Kojima at. That's because I really wanted to see Kojima, get the signed things. Happy with that. Everything's really just the same. There's nothing that's world-bendingly different that I've been to any of them.
Honestly,
and all that junk they pushed, you can buy online cheaper.
I was about to say, last time I went to Supernova, this would have been 2 years ago, was the last big one I went to. Everything in that front room, it was all stuff that I could have grabbed online for probably half the price.
If you want to go cosplay and stuff, that's fine.
Yes.
It's just
I was
not my
gonna
thing.
say
The big things I enjoyed going to, sorry, Jacob, things I enjoyed going to was walking into the second room and going through Artist Alley. That was like where I had,
that's where I got that. I think it's the Gengar thing that's floating
Quickly
around
say
somewhere.
something, Jacob, because I've just remembered going through a second room there.
No, but it's the same thing where most times when I see con stuff now, because even I've heard like a lot of these places, Artist Alley is dying, like just because either 3D slot insert or just venue just pushes it aside.
Yeah.
But majority of the con stuff now is just like, it's just for people to cosplay. It's just a glorified cosplay event.
It really is.
Yeah.
So we when we went to Oz Comic Con, we were going around. I forget what arena place it was in, but you could go up the top and walk around it.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about now.
So we went
Fuck me
up
dead.
and we walked around the top, and there's one of the events was like a sing along to like Mulan and Frozen and shit. And we had to you could walk through that room to get down to like some stairs or something. It was the most fucking depressing thing. There is like 30 chairs out there and there's like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, maybe.
And they're all like sort of spread out at the front, and it's just like a Mulan playing, and they're all like really shittily singing together. Be a man. It was, we walked past and like,
Just where
oh
hope
my
goes
God,
to die.
this-
Like it was
I
pain.
am physically sad watching this.
Then you walk down the stairs finally and you're like, oh, there's that cool purple Maserati from the
that's
Penguin show.
Yeah. it was
You've reminded me of what, like, wasn't as bad as the sing along, but it was the same level of cringe. It was a Fortnite dance studio.
That's kind of cool though.
No,
They
it
did
was
kind
not.
of have that because remember there was that like talent like they could have like a sing off, and it's just that I don't know what the song is or what it's from, but it's that really generic like anime tune thing that's very, very popular. I can't remember what the fuck it's from.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Got to give more context. What?
Yeah.
I don't. That was the most context I know.
Great Days or something.
Well, because I was gonna say, I have a friend that does, and I feel so bad, and you don't know me, but I have a friend that does all the like idol shit.
I was just about to say
dude,
something.
every time they post a video and they're like, "Oh my god, great turnout!" It'll be 10 fucking neckbeards flashing the lights, so depressing.
Hey.
And it's like, this looks like hell. That does not look fun.
I saw a video on TikTok the other day and I feel really bad. There was a chick, and I think it was at an Australian convention, and she was in the full idol getup and she was on stage doing the dance and everything. She was a quite large woman, and it seemed like a big turnout, and everyone was there in the crowd, and it was very much neckbeards. Hey, with like the glow sticks and everything like that. This video had a lot of comments, and I really hope she didn't see them because I felt bad. I like 18th hand embarrassment and like, oh my God, like I hope she's okay because she was getting ripped into.
And that's what I mean. I respect the hustle, so to speak. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, like good on you.
Get your bag.
Like, what grounds do I have to stand on? I'm sitting down doing a fucking gaming podcast on my Friday night. Like,
Exactly. But at the same time, you just watch some of these and you're like, this is where joy goes to die.
yeah,
That's
this
really
was
crazy.
a choice. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely one of the choices.
Well, I mean, I feel like we might be at the end of our episode here, unless there was anything else you guys wanted to talk about.
Not really. Most of what we didn't talk about can wait maybe for another week.
Yeah, we say that every week. We just rewrite the list.
Actually, there's
God, yeah.
one quick thing I want to talk about. Number 7 here.
Of course.
So no, because this is really cool. So
no one's watching this far.
no, they will. This is for clips. So MGS2 had its entire source code leaked, and what that means is basically everything about this game has been fully leaked. You can now fully mod it. The reason why people are really thinking this is cool and liked is because Metal Gear Solid 2 came out in 2001 and it had to get edited because of 9/11. They changed the ending of it and they changed cutscenes. Now, because the source code's out there, you can see the unedited files of what the original cutscene was supposed to be, because there's a ship that crashes into Manhattan and all this stuff, and it was too close to home to 9/11. A lot of that stuff's out there. They've also added a lot of mods into the game now, and people are getting pissy that like, oh my God, you've added a third person, you've ruined the game. Pull your head in. They did that with MGS3 with Subsistence, mate. Come on. But I think you're going to see a lot of stuff with MGS2 come up because they're finding so many secrets about this game. And this is one of the games that people get over the top invested in the history of it and the making of and everything like that. And it's unveiled a lot of stuff. This is sort of like an MGS version, a light version of like the Nintendo Giga Leak they had years ago. Remember when
The big Pokemon one.
No, not only Pokemon, everything Nintendo, where they had all like the Mario 64, like Luigi was supposed to be in the game, and like all this other stuff, and they had all the sprites leaked and shit like that.
I was gonna say freaking MGS2. I just had so many like conspiracy theories and stuff around it, and this is just gonna bolster that.
Yeah, exactly. So, shout out, everyone should start playing the Metal Gear games before MGS4 finally drops on PS5 and gets freed of its prison. I'm just thinking of that video of the guy with the chain and he's going, yeah.
Release me.
Release me, yeah. Fucking lizard playing Slay the Spire.
Go to bed.
She said
She's
she went
still
to
doing
she
it.
said that she went to bed. But with that, Brock, is there something you gotta say?
We will save it there.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
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 Remember who you are.